Mehdi Hassan pointing this out. This Noah Tishby lady, who it says 2 times New York Times best-selling author and former special envoy for combating anti-Semitism. Okay, she posted a video. I'm in a bomb shelter in Israel right now. Sirens just rang across the country as an attack with Iran appears to be imminent. Here we go.
We just the sirens and went down to the shelters. I guess it started. I will keep you updated.
So Mehdi Hassan says they illegally bomb another country without any justification for the 2nd year running, and then they put out videos as if they're the innocent victims. Beyond parody. That's exactly right. And prepare yourselves. You're going to see a lot of this. This cry bully bullshit. Cry bully bullshit. The UK Navy says significant military activity is happening at the Strait of Hormuz right now. Al Jazeera, breaking news. Breaking. Israel attacks southern Lebanon in latest near-daily ceasefire violation. They're also attacking southern Lebanon at the moment. Here we go. The chairman of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff was dismissed after one of the consequences of the attack on Iran. After the warning of the head of the Pentagon Joint Chiefs of Staff to Trump about an attack on Iran leaked to the media, he was dismissed from his position, having served in it for just 3 months. Now, this one I have to say, I'm not sure this one is verified yet because I couldn't find anything else on it, but I do know for sure that there were some people in the military in particular providing pushback saying, I don't know if this is going to go well. Like, this is not going to happen. This is not going to be like the Venezuela thing where you think we're in and out and that's it ski. Like, no, this is a very complex thing we're talking about here, and to actually fully achieve regime change is not a walk in the park by any stretch of the imagination. So, clearly, those voices did not win out, and Trump went with the Israel lobby and Netanyahu and the warmongers and the imperialists. So, just absolutely disturbing stuff. Lindsey Graham says the end of the largest state sponsor of terrorism is upon us. God bless President Trump, our military, and our allies in Israel. Freedom for the long-suffering Iranian people. This operation is necessary and long justified. I love that he's saying this is necessary. He wants freedom for the Iranian people. Hey, asshole, how about freedom for the American people? Aren't you supporting the ICE Gestapo thugs, the secret police, the paramilitary, rounding up innocent people, throwing them in concentration camps, sending them places where they get raped and tortured? Aren't you supporting that? Aren't you siding with the agency as they shoot Americans?
I need updates here.
Different converging interests with the United States.
Oak Ridge Taxidermist, sick name. Thank you, my guy. I like your name. That's sick.
As a place where we can develop our weapons, as a testing ground for some of the latest and greatest technology in terms of conducting warfare and surveillance and population control. But then on top of that, I think
You could probably taxidermy some wacky stuff from over there. Monster bucks.
serving to American empire as a settler colonial apparatus is this insane zealotry.
Whitetails the size you've never seen before.
This ultra-Zionist agenda, this idea that they want to complete a greater Israel project, destroy all of the indigenous populations, and
You taxidermy on live? That's sweet. I delivered to a guy, a UPS driver, and I delivered to a guy who does taxidermy, and he's always working on like bears and stuff like that. I'll have to check your channel out after this. That's sick.
And maybe even parts of Saudi Arabia and Egypt. And who knows where they go from there, right? And definitely even start waging war with Turkey as well once Iran is knocked out of the equation, as even Naftali Bennett has clearly signaled, right?
I haven't shot a deer for years and years. It's been years since I've shot anything.
Is when Israel's ambitions get in the way of
What do you think about us bombing Iran? I think that Israel forced our hand on something silly that they've been planning for 50 years, and now we're doing something instead of focusing on getting prices down in the U.S. or anything along those lines. He was literally just excited about how low the gas prices were, and now we're about to, like, make everything just go even higher. Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts? I just don't ever remember having a moment where I wake up and being like, I'm worried about what Iran is going to do to me today. Yeah, this is just like the silliest thing ever. Netanyahu going out on there and being like, yeah, there's gonna be a price to pay. There's gonna be this. It's like, dude, you're actually causing the death of more of your own citizens than Iran would have been hypothetically. Like, I don't know. it's like, if we actually had to like defend ourselves, not even like defend ourselves, if there was actually like a threat, if something was going on that was like dramatic for like US well-being, I could like see something, but it's like it's pretty clear over the last like little while, and like I'm not a huge Charlie Kirk fan, but just like with what happened to him and like all this weird shit going on, and just the US government just being real sketch about like not even like the Epstein files in general, but like the fact that there's just so many elites that are just doing so much wacky shit, and then like they just, I don't know, I'm starting to feel more and more like Alex Jones, and I really don't want to. Yeah, like a lot of people, it's really crazy to think that they were like, oh, this will just be an easy thing. It's like, no, if you look at history, like it's going to be a tragedy. Like history repeats itself. The first time is a tragedy and the second time is a joke. Like, and this is fun, as not funny as this is, like it's a joke that we thought we would be able to just like go in. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Oh yeah, honestly, it might. Like the thing is, like it's going to be regional regardless. Like it's already started spreading. Like there are Gulf state countries that are getting hit for like just having U.S. bases in there. Which, like, I mean, I don't blame them, honestly. Like I don't, as an American, I don't think any American should die for this. Like this is the silliest thing I think I've ever like seen, and it's no matter how hard you scream or who you scream at, like to just be like, hey man, like you voted for no wars, like. I would say I'm pretty far to the left, but I'm just like, I just don't want wars. Like if like there's just no reason for us to be like going over and bombing Iran. Like 2 more years in Afghanistan and we would have gotten a gold watch for being there for so long. Like holy moly. It's like all it's gonna take, and it's just one missile to go one spot. Peace, not war. Yeah, it just goes to the whole like 1984 Orwellian, like the Ministry of Peace, and it's like, brother almighty, like what are we doing here? We gotta just not peace, not war. Yeah. Why every gay man asked me out, I am straight. Hey man, don't take that as a bad thing. Just take that as a compliment. You are so beautiful that someone on either sex is willing to ask you out. Do you think Russia or China will help Iran? I think that it'll be one of those things where they're going to be pushed to do something because China probably is going to get affected more with energy prices than the U.S. is, at least right off rip. I am from the northeast of the United States. I am on the same parallel as Moscow. I don't think Russia's gonna like straight up help, because then, like you said, that is just straight up World War III. You know what I mean? Especially, but imagine if China just gets the balls to take Taiwan right now. If they're like, hey, you're gonna screw up our energy prices, we're gonna screw up your microchip prices or whatever the heck it is, and then bang, next thing you know, just. Psh. It's like, I wonder if this is why the government was so mad about Anthropic not letting them use their AI for weapons, because they needed guidance on this. They're like, hey, Claude, should I bomb these guys? I think it'll be fun, Claude. You know you want to. And Claude's just like, I don't know if this is a wise idea. We only have 1 week's worth of long-range missiles left. But anyone who has Raytheons, Palantir, any stock like that right now is probably cheering. You know, Peter Thiel is just like tweeting at Clavicular, like, hey, bro, come on over. Let's have a party right now. Let's celebrate.
They kidnap Maduro, and Trump starts to sort of want it injected into his veins. And I was told that Trump and his people were saying,
it's so wild. I live in an area where the average income is like $15,000 a year. And it's like these people are just going to be cheering and cheering and cheering because Trump did something. It's like, buddy, like, what? Make it make sense, please. I think the entire populace as a whole needs to just have like a good, swift mushroom trip.
So then they're talking about, what about a Libya option where we use air power? But the problem is, what ground forces do you have inside of Iran? And the other thing is, Iran, for as much...
Yeah, were you going to have ground troops there? Like, what are we doing? Are there gonna be just soldiers on the ground in Iran?
Since 1979. This isn't a commentary about any internal political issue. These are for Iranians to debate. I'm looking at this from a perspective of military intelligence.
What's the like? He called for Iran to like take over their country or the people. I gotta go. Hey man, I hope you have fun. I'll have to check your channel out. I'm gonna write it down. Oak Ridge Taxidermy. I'll sub here in a little while. Oh wait, I have my YouTube open on my computer. All right, have a good day, my guy.
Anyway, in the interest of the American people whatsoever. It's not in the interest of anyone in that region except Israel. And so what do we have? At the end of the day, the only conclusion we can draw is that Trump is fully purchased and bought into at the same time
Boom.
Israel's war of annihilations in the region. I was in touch with a senior Iranian official this morning and asked him about the response from all of these
Oh.
countries where they're condemning quote-unquote Iranian aggression, but then they're silent about the fact that it's the United States and Israel that launched this war. And he made a point, he condemned it. He said, of course, this is unfortunately what we've come to expect, etc. But he said, did they not understand? Eventually, their number is going to come up. Like they may feel like they're in a good position right now. They had their nice little visit with Trump, but their cards are going to get pulled one day or another in this whole project. Right now they're useful pawns in this game.
Yeah. There's also this national.
You have a Confederate soldier starter kit face. Whoa. I mean, I'm from the Union, brother. We way northeast. That is one of the funniest things I've ever heard, though. It's better than getting called Unc. I was getting called Unc quite a bit. I was thinking more like have a Timu yoga class.
I've said this over and over again that the Ayatollah himself is 87 years old. He is a zealot, but and therefore
Confederate soldier starter kit face.
But
Damn.
there's also obviously like you said, a horizontal leadership structure, and within the Iranian forces, within the Politburo, within the political side of Iranian civil society, and within the IRGC, the Ayatollah is probably one of the more restrained elements, whether it be offering personal setbacks to the Iran nuclear program, or even the restrained nature in which Iran has refused to retaliate beyond some kind of retaliatory theater, as we talked about with Qatar. So if you take out Ayatollah, or even some of the top line
She's asleep back there, LOL.
become even hardliners from the last cleansing that took place in the 12-day war, you're going to have a group of individuals that are even less responsive to American negotiations. That's my speculation. It turns out the CIA is saying similar things as well.
Yeah, and I think that there's a couple things I want to comment on that, but just to start with what you just said, I think that even is.
How's everyone's take? What's everyone doing right now?
Iranian perspective, because what we've been told by sources is that they have a multi-layered succession system that they put into place at the time of the 12-day war, and it is true that a significant number of senior military figures fell into a more moderate camp when it came to how should we be responding to attacks militarily by the United States and Israel. They're gone, and there were directives issued, as I said at the beginning, further down the command chain, and that's why you saw this almost immediate retaliatory response by Iran across the spectrum, and actually increasingly seems like they're going to start hitting targets in these countries in a real way. There's been a hotel here, a military facility here. The airport in Kuwait was also
What up, people?
as well. But I think we're gonna see a lot more on that front. But on this issue of is someone from the IRGC going to take power? That's not exactly what we've been hearing from Iranian sources. That's not what has been reported from the Iranian side. It's newsworthy that is the assessment that the CIA is making. But again, I think it goes back to Iran being a nation of institutions. Yes, it has a supreme leader, and that seems like a very foreign concept certainly to Westerners. But that doesn't mean that it's not a country of institutions. Another thing about Ali Khamenei specifically remember that, yes, he is a religious and a highly revered religious figure in the world of Shia Islam. There's no question about that. But he also, on a tactical level, was deeply involved with the Iran-Iraq war. And he is not just a guy sitting in a room, praying for the world. This is someone who also has been a combatant in this war since the 1979 Islamic Revolution, understands the stakes very well.
I need another strand of hair. Where are they at?
This is not just like your neighborhood priest who's giving, this is someone who really, really understands on a tactical and
What
political
up,
level
people?
the enemy that
Ow.
his country is facing. That is just a factual thing. This is a highly advanced scientific society.
Yeah.
That is a society of institutions. I keep emphasizing that because it is not some sort of banana republic somewhere where you just pluck out the dictator and everything comes crumbling down. The other part of it is who are the ground forces that are going to come in to implement this thing? Pahlavi, he's going to raise an army. The MEK, this fanatical cult that has this oversized influence among politicians in the United States. You're going to have Kurdish forces, come in. It's some military planners have said it's like they're not actually thinking it through on a political level. The U.S. military advisors, they're telling Trump all of this stuff. They're painting pictures for him. And the Trump people kept coming back and looking for something clean. So what do we get in Trump's speech? We get Trump
How
going,
goes it? What up?
It's like this weird hodgepodge potpourri of things I'm going to throw at you. Wow, the 79 revolution. Oh, they took our embassies hostage.
They took our embassies hostage 50 years ago, brother.
In Yemen in 2000, which was done by Al Qaeda, sort of sworn enemies of Iran. He's just throwing everything at the wall, and then he's saying, after we are finished raining bombs down on you, everyone should stay inside for now because bombs are going to rain down. But then you're going to seize the reins of power, which you've always wanted. And we're going to hand it over to you.
Take over your country. We just fucking obliterated to diddly nothing.
Strange tiny cult that somehow is in charge of a nation of 90 million people, and that it's just a matter of killing the leaders of that, and then everybody comes out and says, "Oh my God, we want the Shah back in power." And
We want the Shah.
This is like fanciful thinking that, from an American perspective too, if you want to be like just looking at what are America's interests, could well result in a large number of American deaths. Not to mention, they're blowing up girls' schools within hours of this thing starting. They blow up, and I'm sure.
What up? How goes?
Girls' school. They're hitting sports facilities. That bombing, by the way, of that girls' school is as horrifying as some of the worst single bombing episodes that we've seen in Gaza, and they did it within like hours of launching this thing on day one. We always talk about what are American interests, but I think it needs to be said.
What up, brother?
What about that? What about
What are you
the
doing?
Iranians who are dying on the other hand, on the other side of these
Coming what?
missiles? And again,
What is that?
the whole thing is a cooked
Oh.
up narrative. There is no imminent threat.
Cool, cool.
There is nothing to preempt. The only thing that was preempted was a diplomatic solution with
You look like you make your own butter. I mean, I could make my own butter. I don't have any cows, but I have a cat that I could milk.
punished for Trump's nonsensical war that was
You look my new girlfriend. I mean, if you want a bearded girlfriend, brother, it'll cost you. You look like you make your own butter. That's almost as bad as, well, not bad. That's almost as good as an insult as the first one. What else you got? I want something good. The Confederate starter kit was pretty good. Bring you to the king size bed. California or no. California king or no deal. Is there any what? Yeah, of course there's pizza left. I'll go get you a slice in just one sec. I'll take everybody on a little adventure of the house while I go get you a slice of pizza. I just gotta finish weaving this thing. When is your bald spot going to finish loading? I don't know, probably about the same time I finish growing. I mean, I'm only 5'6", so what do you think happened for a 6 footer? I'll go bald, because I got a lot of hair. Do the Confederates have a lot of bald spots? Hi. Hello, people. All right, I'm going to go get a slice of pizza for my girlfriend. And fix my hair because I look like Charles Manson right now. Whoa, look at this. I feel like Cindy Lou Who right now, brother. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Your forehead has more lines than the DMV. Yeah, buddy, because I'm living in a country that decides to blow up Iran for Israel. That'll give you a lot of wrinkles, too. Ice 6'4" like Trump. There you go. Hey, Bubby, that's all that matters. As long as you tall, you got bigger hands than me. There, top knot. All right, piece of pizza for my girlfriend. That's like a half. Whoa, ding ding. Holy Christ, I broke a cup. No, I'm just kidding. What are your guys' thoughts on the Middle East? You think we should be there, even if you like Trump? Are you a fan of this? Do you think that we were right to do this, or do you think Benji's got Trump all wrapped up in some P tape somewhere? What flavor of pizza? It's actually like, it's cheese breadsticks essentially. We got garlic butter on it for sauce instead of marinara, but it's pretty good. Not the worst. I mean, what else are you gonna get in the middle of a snow windstorm besides pizza? I'd give you the plate, but Moxie was over here licking it where I had it. She was being a freak. Oh man, I'm gonna get blown away out there. Holy crackers. You look like you have a fanny pack made out of squirrels. Yeah, it's a Nike sling bag, but yeah, I mean, I prefer chipmunks over squirrels. I think we should just sit and everyone a bunch of pizza. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we could all sit around and have a bunch of pizza and just talk this out. It could be like a pizza and a drum circle, and you could pass some dubs around. Yeah, probably not. He's probably hanging onto the bird feeder so you don't blow away out there. Sucker be windy. Oh, that's a girl. Hey, have a good day. I appreciate you, T2. T2, I like that name too. Rock'em sock'em robots. Mike Fuller, dang, I'm trying to think of some good insults. Hey Mike, did you know that microwave is just a clock that heats things?
Sort of wanted the 12-day war to end, that reached out and said, okay, it's enough is enough. And the Iranians view this as it's the launch of a potentially existential war. And so I think.
Hey everybody, why did the Scarecrow get a promotion?
But how long does Trump want to take this on? What happens?
No microwaver shakes water. True, my microwave does too, because for some reason the little thing on the bottom just decided to quit smitting in a smooth circle. It's decided to just go wootonk, wootonk. Maybe it's had too much radiation. Isn't it fun to know that we only have microwaves because some dude trying to test a satellite, not a satellite, but a radar had a chocolate bar melt in his pocket? I think the microwaves are just a psyop. They're just a interlinked web of frequencies that the government can use to spy on us.
It's not even like in the same universe of sophistication as that campaign. It's much more haphazardly thrown together.
They have baby lambs being born down the road.
Oh yeah, they're having another. It literally just shakes water particles. Yeah, it shakes water particles and they bounce off of each other, and that creates heat, and those heat creates warmth, obviously. That's why things cook from the inside out. Could you imagine if you cooked from the inside out? Orange Hitler, yikes. Oh man. It's a curse to live in interesting times, I think. Someone smarter than me said that. Mike Fuller probably said that. They only have buzzwords. What do you mean buzzwords? I believe you. They're just using a bunch of hyperbole everywhere for no matter what side you're on. Like, this is just wild. I just don't think we should have done any of this. Yeah, like what happens once they run out of missiles in the Iron Dome? Like, then it's gonna be the no dome. Like, this is wild. Iran hasn't bombed anybody in however long. They probably got a nice little stockpile of fucking missiles.
Where American military bases are, and they targeted them, and they haven't actually
It's the silliest thing I've seen.
Israel a lot harder this time around as well. They've learned a lot of lessons.
Like, at least we had Colin Powell get up and lie to us about why we were going into Iraq. Walk around like dumb people, parrots, repeating buzzwords with no research or context. I think the context is that we never do well in the Middle East, and Trump ran on not being at war, and I just feel like he literally is just following Israel around.
And I think that they
Like,
also knew that this was going to happen. That's still economic activity for the American military industrial complex, for developers, for contractors and whatnot to go back.
what's your like take though? Because you say like just the buzzwords, but like, what? I don't know. I just feel like we were literally having talks with them last week. Like, even if they were fake talks, like the fact that this has been planned for months so that it would line up with some like date in the book of Deuteronomy in the Old Testament is that's craziness. Like, that's actual craziness. Like, imagine if we were sitting here and we that's the type of like shit we would tell everybody that Iran is doing and why they're so dangerous, because they have this crazy theocracy. But it's like, no, CNN literally put out an article for like why this is justified, and it has to do with it lining up with the dates in the Old Testament. Like, that's psycho behavior. Like, religious or not, that is not a context for war. At least in my opinion. I mean, I might just be like a dum-dum, and I do have more lines on my forehead than the DMV, which arguably great insult.
Yes, and I think probably Israel has fed the United
But it's one of those things where it's like you could see with like even the Charlie Kirk stuff, people have started to really like not fall in the mainstream the world, and the Iranians will be better off with a new form of government. Yes, but do you think that the form of government, yes, they used to be free until the 70s when the United States tried to overthrow the Shah and install their own leader. And then, like, I understand what you're saying. Like, the Iranians are not in a great position right now, but do you think that with us bombing this country to smithereens and Israel always going to be right next door, that they are going to have any country to take over? Like, Trump is parroting this idea, like, take your country over, but what country? Like, what are you going to have? You're going to have a bunch of rebels that come in and no money to pay for infrastructure. If the United States did that, they would be doing great. Yeah, but the United States isn't going to do that, though. The United States is going to bomb the bejesus out of them and then leave it for another power problem. Like, the global economy is going to... I would say the United States is generous in a lot of ways, but I just don't think that the United States is generous in the ways that, like, the people all over the world might want to take over. But it's like, I don't know. There's no Americans that were in danger because of this until Americans attacked Iran. Like, that's the only thing I can feel. Hello, Mackenzie, Patricia.
If this goes on, and Iran really does pull out all stops and puts its military force on display, we're going to know whether it was hot air or whether the Iranians were telling the truth, that they've really calibrated their responses. I don't think we've seen the most ferocious Iranian response. I think this is just starting.
Yeah, I think this is just starting as well. This is going to be wild.
We'll see, especially in nighttime. It is nighttime now in the region, so we'll see what kind of retaliatory strikes they have. They've definitely upped the intensity of their bombing campaigns in retaliation to Israel's strike, and who knows? I mean, the one thing I will say is that the only thing that both America and Israel respond to and choose to back away from is a military deterrence. That's the reason for why there is an indigenous, ballistic missile defense industry in Iran that has been fairly successful, and it seems that like restraint over and over again, and assuming that like the Western nations will deal with Iran as equal partners in any capacity has been an abject failure, and it looks like they're recognizing that now, because once you get backed into a corner over and over again, you're basically teaching your adversaries that the only way to get out of it is to fight out of it, to fight their way out of it. All right, well,
I was gonna, and again, like
Go ahead. Sorry. There's a little bit of
Yeah, I apologize if it's my internet.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just one final thought on this. You know, I mean, all governments are going to say, you know, oh, you're not, you know, we're ready to take you on. We're going to fight. You're not going to be able to overthrow us. Like, you know, I don't think any of us that have followed warfare or American regime change operations, you know, or know anything about this history, are naive to that. But when we talk about the difference between Iran and the other nations that the United States or Israel have attacked in this manner, we're talking about a much more formidable adversary. We're talking about a much
Yeah, is this
larger
Jeremy
geographic
Scahill? Who's he talking to
We're
here?
talking about a much more modern and sophisticated.
Oh my god, it is Jeremy Scahill. Damn.
Society with a very sophisticated military and weapons production system. And we're talking about decades of building horizontal institutions.
Rip influencers in Dubai. That's a wild statement. Yeah, get your dab.
Really nefarious.
I want to take like a regular dab here too in a second.
Or that Israel is finally getting its way.
Huh?
That's not true. At the end of the day, it's going to boil down to some unpredictable components that you
Yeah,
neither
give me
you
just one
nor I
sec.
really can imagine. at
I'll go
this
get
point.
one. Trying to just get this
And I
rubber
think
band
that
out of my
it's-
hair.
It can come down to also what happens when there is a large-scale casualty incident in
Huh?
Americans. How is Trump going to respond? Is he going to lose his mind and start talking about using a nuclear weapon? You
Oh, yeah, it is.
How is he going to respond?
Hi,
What
dude to the
happens if you
channel.
do this for
Hi,
example,
what up,
yes,
Eden?
you've killed a bunch of people,
You be rockin'
but there's
sockin'
no
brobots.
sign
How
of
goes
something
it?
happening. There's
Is
no
that an
sign of
Among Us
those,
thing?
and instead
LOL.
we're seeing large demonstrations of Iranians inside
Here, let me crack
fighting
this open
against
for you.
what the US is doing. What happens in that scenario? From the Iranian perspective,
Excuse me, Finley.
what does happen if the force by the United States is much more overwhelming than journalists expected, that they are actually severely degrading the country's ability to launch ballistic missiles? What happens if there is a real wipeout of multiple layers of the succession system in Iran? These are questions that float around in the ether, and at the end of the day, the narrative from the U.S. is that there's this Islamic Republic dictatorship that's holding a nation of 90 million people hostage. That's the dominant narrative. My sense is that Iran is a much more pluralistic society than that. That you have much sharper and nuanced degrees of how Iranians in general view the Islamic Revolution, the Islamic Republic government.
Is that
what they want
Sami
in society.
Zion? Yeah, I guess. I don't know who that is, but maybe. Is that a cool person? Sami Zion? I gotta look this up now before I'm getting...
That's who my daddy thinks you look like.
That's who your dad thinks I look like?
Yes.
Oh, well, someone in chat just asked if that's who I was, so...
That's a wrestler.
Oh my god. Sami Zayn, he's a wrestler, okay. Canadian professional. Alright, fair enough. Touche.
The first time my dad met you.
LOL. Yeah.
My dad couldn't remember your name for a long
He couldn't
time.
remember my name? It's 4 letters. Boom, got him.
And all I'm cautioning here is that let's say that the
So
US
he just called you Sammy for the longest time.
That's funny. I mean, I've been referred to as Grateful Dead Boy by parents before.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
I mean, I do look like both.
I've brought
I have way more chest hair than that guy. Iran strikes U.S. military bases in Qatar, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates. Oh, I didn't read what the rest of that said.
Yeah. One last question before I let you go. Thank you so much for coming on, by the way.
Yeah, it's sick.
Scale of job site, everybody. And my question for you is, what do
Sami
you have to say
Zayn.
to these middle powers
That's hilarious.
who,
That is funny. You have to tell your dad somebody else saw that.
and many others have
He'll be
for the United States of
He'll feel so
America,
validated.
validated. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. But
New World Order, when
Sammy's cool. I mean, I'm cool, so I'd have to say that like any man, he's got a way nicer shaped beard than me though. Like I gotta really trim this.
Yeah, well, I mean, my dad's a pretty wise man. He did deliver Jesus.
Yeah, you're right. Your dad definitely had some insight. Sam, your dad and Remy. Remy Gates. That sounds like the fanciest name. You got a bougie ass YouTube name.
only a couple hours ago, and according to the Red Crescent,
This boy be the bourgeoisie.
200 plus at this point.
You see Vince McMahon crashed his Bentley going like 100 miles an hour last week?
Overall, they are condemning Iran for retaliating. What do you
Yeah.
have to say about this?
Remington? Nice.
I mean, all of these countries have just
Are you named after the gun? Are you?
fucked by Trump. I mean, it's really
Yeah, Vince is a wild dude. Yeah, that's to say the least. Wild. Bro be in his like 80s. Crashed his car and then part of his car flew across the interstate and hit a guy that worked for the WWE on his way into work.
exists without a capacity to defend.
Someone else just said I look like Sami Zayn. I'm gonna just start
So they need to give up their
doing like wrestling impersonations. Oh, just came down from Saskatoon to beat your ass.
attacked by the most
Rode down here on me skidoo. Next thing you know, a maple syrupy all over your face. I don't know why I'm.
A leprechaun.
Yeah, that was more of a leprechaun actually. Yeah, sorry. Got my impersonations mixed up. Yeah, he was going like 115. I know, in a $300,000 car. And he was like, wasn't even running away from the cops. He was just going to his granddaughter's birthday, which I mean, like, I guess granddad of the year or not. I don't know which is. She almost didn't have a grandpa.
You have the European countries.
I remember the last time I like really watched wrestling was when Shane McMahon fell off of that like rode into the 18-wheeler or underneath the 18-wheeler in a limo or some shit and was supposed to be dead.
Languages denouncing Iran, as though Iran started.
That was years ago.
Iran has capitulated in terms of their terms to a set of demands that if they were on the table in previous.
Do I have a battery bank? I don't believe so.
That they had essentially.
The other ones over here, was the battery fully dead in it?
European position on all
Oh.
this would have been to say to Trump,
That was peak WWE. That was peak WWE. Kane came back with that weird ass mask.
no one has ever.
Like that had just like the bottom part of it missing and whatnot.
You got
I was never really much a fan of that one.
Iran right now.
I was huge in. I like the Hardy brothers quite a bit, like Jeff Hardy. I had a Lita poster on my wall.
Around the block constantly by Donald Trump, and they say nothing. And then they
Stacy Keibler
just had a girls' school
coming out all the time.
where more than 85 people just got killed. A country that wasn't launching strikes at the United States, and the Europeans have the audacity to denounce Iranian aggression and call for it to lay down its entire weapons program, to not be a state anymore. I mean, we live in
Yeah.
a totally upside down world.
Yeah, that was like shortly after they'd had to change their name from WWF.
In this story,
Whenever the World Wildlife Foundation was like, no, bro, we ain't having this no more.
the time that the genocide began in Gaza, and it was their man and their woman.
Do you watch any of the other new wrestling? I don't know any of the, but isn't there like a couple different things besides the WWE now?
Genocide, tens of thousands of Palestinians ago. They could have warded off this whole thing. They gave us Donald Trump. They should never be able to shake these two fundamental facts from the past 3 years. They facilitated the genocide. They ensured it would continue. And they refused to listen to people who were saying, you're going to lose this election to Donald Trump if you don't stop this policy. They refused to listen to people that knew what they were talking about, and they gave us Donald
I feel like TNA was around when I stopped watching, but AEW sounds like something I'd never heard of before.
And now you're doing it again. You're doing it again because you cynically.
Are they like fairly big? Or are they?
Like what Donald Trump is doing, and then you pretend, oh, we're against it. Oh my God.
Because it is kind of crazy how much the WWE just has like a
You need to make your case as to
patent over that. Not a patent, I guess, but like a monopoly over a lot of the like wrestling stuff.
up in arms about this.
But then again, I guess they were trying to introduce sports betting into wrestling or something not that long ago.
Why you've held it off?
Or a little while ago.
The bombing campaigns began. Like there was an opportunity. There was a shorter period. I saw someone talking about it. There was a shorter period of time. in which, like, they
Trace
thing into this, and you can have the
regular cord.
to honor Charlie Kirk. I think it was 8 days. It's been 12 days since like it's been much longer than that, but certainly 12 days since like the Iranian conversation greatly escalated. When the Armada was there, 50-60% of our naval assets are in the region. 12 days. They could have pushed for this war powers resolution ahead of time. They didn't. They waited on purpose. Now, the thing is, that's not going to stop Trump anyway. But they're not even bringing the legal hurdles, the congressional hurdles
Hello, Kristen. What up? Yeah, you're pretty big, just not as big as a WWE. Yeah, I'm like 5'6". I've had facial hair since the 8th grade though, so that's been kind of like the only blessing I've got. I guess that wasn't even a blessing. It's kind of weird being the only kid in junior high soccer practice with a full chest hair.
Striking Iran has been a uniparty decision for many, many years.
But also still sound like a girl in your 30s. Shit be crazy, bro.
Certainly are some who have been outspoken on this, but they are far from the majority. And as long as those people also don't call out the party leadership for their lack of interest in moving in any direction to create some
Thank you for not being a watermelon rubber band streamer. You're welcome. I only ever did that one time, like back in college. I didn't stream it either, but it was pretty traumatic. I ain't got that many rubber bands. I use them shits for stuff. I also don't like watermelon either, so I don't want one of those in my house. Is that like a thing? Are there just people out there doing that?
I agree with you that there are
I mean, I'm sitting here rambling about us blowing up Iran, twisting my hair, so.
officials in the Congress, and they're not all Democrats.
But I'll rant about anything.
You know, I think of Thomas Massey, for example, you know, and Ro Khanna, of course. I mean, I think
There's 3 I've seen today. Oh my god. The Pug Plug. Okay, that's the greatest name I've ever seen. That's also wild. I feel like there was a trend there where people were doing treadmill races and throwing shit down treadmills. But that might have been more on TikTok before I was on TikTok, really. I just saw people watching that. They'd like throw like those fake cinder blocks and stuff down them.
Presidents, both Democrats and Republicans, Trump is doing it at the extreme right now.
3 I've seen so far today. I'll have to ask my son. He's on TikTok quite a bit. Maybe that's something that pops up for him too. Anyone know this thing about Oracle on TikTok? He told me to not follow Oracle or something like that. And it was supposed to make me get better videos. But I'm a boomer, I guess, so I don't know what he's talking about. Kelly, also tell your dad that it's been 2 people now that say I look like him.
By caring too much about the law. You know, this was it. They were a lawless decision. They cared too much. Trump's kind of showing them how it's done, and he's also showing them, in the same way that Israel is showing they can bomb whoever they want and no one's going to do anything about it, Trump is showing them the Democrats aren't going to actually do anything about it. They're not going to, they can't do anything about it. So we shouldn't waste too much time on like, oh my God, the War Powers Act, oh my God, they violated the War Powers Act. It's an important battle, but the bigger battle is, where's the spine?
Real life fruit ninja streams are an untapped market. Just saying that would be sick, but fruit is so expensive. We'd have to get like what's a fruit nobody likes. I do live in a place with a lot of potatoes and blueberries, but one of those things is way easier to cut with a katana than the other. I don't know if anyone wants to watch you trying to chop up blueberries. Unripe cantaloupe. Brother, even ripe cantaloupe. Let's just get rid of cantaloupe. I would be down to just chop cantaloupes all day long. Yeah, well, you're in the minority here. The minority of Andes. Because there's only one that I know of. The closest to cantaloupe I want to get is those dabs tasting like 5 gum. Does anybody remember 5 gum? Like the brand 5? Or has anybody ever seen that? I feel like this dread won't go into 1. It just keeps turning into 2. Which I don't understand. New 5 gum? There was like a yellow pack. And I'm just trying to remember what flavor that sucker was. It was like a tropical fruit, but I can't remember what it was. Themin was the flavor Themin. Them. I didn't know there was new 5 gum. I'll have to look into this though. I feel like after high school I stopped chewing gum.
Is that you would have an actual debate about fundamental issues involving the American Constitution, about the war powers of the Congress, about the war making of the president, and then you would have invest the
I
money
haven't
that
found
lot
some
in
that I can
Congress,
have. They all have
making some of the
sulfates in them.
cases that
All that gum has sulfites in it? All 5 gum?
And then what
I
that
don't know
does
about
is you
5
then see
gum, but
recognized
Oh, I didn't know most gum had sulfites in it. That's kind of crazy.
around, that's
Of
how
course
you
it
get
does, though. Why wouldn't it?
public debate on it.
Are sulfites like really just a bigger thing in America for food, or is it like everywhere?
This was said, this was said, this was said,
It's
picking it apart,
that are
fact checking
labeled
real time.
outside of
That would
America.
we've done this
True, true. That's probably because some food company was like, oh, it'll be 13 cents cheaper for us to have sulfites in our thing. But if we label it that way, people won't buy it. So we're going to have to get a law passed where if it's under a certain percentage sulfite, we don't get to say shit. And then everyone's like, yes, lobby, 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 vote for, vote for.
No, absolutely. They didn't want it. They didn't want their ambition to be known, and it's
We
crazy.
don't care if that little girl doesn't know how to breathe.
Yeah, who cares if that little girl can't breathe? Breathing is voluntary.
She's just dumb, obviously.
Yeah, she should have not had sulfites. She should have known that raisins will have sulfites in them. Little kids and raisins. Nobody likes raisins. This is exactly why nobody likes raisins, though, honestly.
The overwhelming majority, if not damn near the entirety of the party's base of support.
The government giving us all these frickin' raisins.
Its support of Israel has high
Raisins turning the frogs gay.
with the Palestinian population as opposed to the Israeli population and the Israeli government, and especially in the case of striking Iran.
That pink Molly you sold me, it was GHB, man, not cool. GHB, you wish that was GHB, brother. That was an angel's trumpet.
Overall, if you look at their attitude
You got scopolamine, because I'm mean.
in any way, shape, or form,
They were up.
by the Democratic
Where's their dropping flocks? Flocks of seagulls?
their own base of support,
I'm gonna be running from that.
where 80%
Get it?
of the Democrats say no
Boom.
war with Iran, and yet 90
I don't even know if I've ever even seen GHB. I don't know anybody that's ever had GHB. That's wild.
are either
You talking that pink Molly be that,
or very
what is it, what do they call it? 2C?
completely unacceptable.
2CE or whatever? I hate the back of Forrest Whitaker's neck. What? Is that like Joe Rogan's nipples? Is Forrest Whitaker's neck just jacked up? I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. Whoa, brother. Abraham Lincoln back now. Don't be going to no Ford Theater, my homie. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. Better than rest in peace, Bernie Sanders. Wait, Abe, are you actually a vampire hunter? Are you here to stop the vampire pedophile cabal of elites?
Always, thank you. All right, have a good one.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Because I think they need to be stopped, bro. That would probably be the only reason for Abe Lincoln to come back. You know, the second Emancipation Proclamation, emancipate Americans from all these elite pedophiles. Oh, there's one talking.
Imminent threats from the Iranian regime. A vicious group
I'm like more concerned about our regime over here, not even Trump, just the pedophiles. Oh my god, my computer just shut off. Please don't blow up.
47 years, the Iranian regime has chanted death to America.
For 47 years,
an unending campaign of
brother.
bloodshed and mass murder
The fact that he started this out with a history lesson is not a good sign.
of the innocent people in many, many countries.
We couldn't think of anything within the last 3 decades, so we had to go back nearly 5.
The president said on Friday that he was not happy with where the talks were with Iran and facing the consequences.
This is wildin'.
Absolutely, and I think you're right to point out that the context of all of this is incredibly important. We have been hearing of Victor in recent days, really in the lead up until these strikes this morning. The president saying that he wanted diplomacy.
He wanted diplomacy. Can he spell diplomacy?
But of course, at the same time,
I can't, so I don't know if he can.
the president directly ordered the
But I didn't claim to be able to, I guess.
military buildup in the region since essentially the
2003. Yikes, brother.
So that leverage was there, and I think a lot of people.
What's everybody up to anyway?
The president,
Somebody's got to get my mind off of this.
he did. I also
Wackiness.
found it remarkable just to see the president
Rack.
in that video statement.
Oh, rack, somebody said.
Releasing it.
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in your hood. Exactly. Don't be a menace. Also, pour one out for the homies.
And ongoing
Free Dirk.
And that comes as sources are telling our colleague Zach Cohen and I that
Free them boys.
planning for there to be several attacks or several days of attacks. This is going to be a long operation and could ultimately be the largest military operation the president has ever overseen.
Yikes.
including
That's a movie title.
term. But another most
That is a movie title.
as well is that he essentially
That would be a wild movie.
Bush is the worst contemporary administration.
It's like straight out of Compton, but straight out of South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. I am high power. You're high energy, that's for sure. Not like low energy Jeb.
Effectively now the official title holder and is far more devastating. I will say that.
Are you a high power or are you a higher power?
I think that his reign of
Or are you high on power?
is going to be more consequential than George W. Bush. If this goes the way that they're signaling,
You're driving me
if
nuts.
this goes the way that they're signaling, and there is a destabilization
Oh,
of
sorry,
Iran,
I won't wiggle.
in
High on
particular,
Pokemon Fire Red. Oh, dude, that was a good one.
truly, I mean,
Are you too young for regular just Pokemon Red?
Stuff is true, right? I mean, George W. Bush did the Patriot Act. He walked so Trump could run. All this stuff.
The only classic movie I want to watch is
If you
Matilda.
look at the hard, if you look at the actual, like, incalculable death toll of the global war on terror, the destabilization.
I didn't know Matilda was actually a book first.
Destabilization came afterwards or during.
Is
Until I would
Is,
say until this moment, they were competing with one another.
I'll never forget you. Remember me?
I think Trump takes
It's like 9/11. Never forget.
This isn't to say that Donald Trump was good by any metric, by the way. I'm just trying to highlight how evil the Bush administration was.
I'm low down and I'm shifty. You're low down and shifty, but I'm consistently squirrely.
said in those remarks, quote, when we are finished, take over your government. That was a message
He
directly.
cares more about Iran's democracy than he cares about the U.S. democracy? No, brother. He does not care about either democracy. He does not care about democracy, period. And he's never cared about Iranian democracy. That's not a real thing.
You're low down and shifty. Do you got friends in low places?
Blowing up schools. You don't bring about democracy by blowing a country up.
True.
That's just a lie that they half-heartedly told the American population leading up to this. And I guess some people were silly enough to believe it. But that was never the case. That was never the
Miss
case.
Trunchbull was far more intimidating in the book. She was more scary in the book.
Yes, she was.
Brother, that ain't good. I don't like that.
Particularly as,
It was a
really over the past
fantastic
year or so, ever
book.
since the president,
All of those books were good.
I think it's so funny. Abraham Lincoln, the one who's been coming here with all this wild shit, was just now being like, yeah, she was far scarier.
and even though the president didn't
Hello, Debbie.
as close as he ever really had
Ask
to
ask
acknowledging,
Abraham
that
Lincoln
one of the goals
what his
in this larger operation
what
is
his
potentially see if the Iranian people can use
opinion
this
on
weakened state
the book
if
The
regime
Witches
now finds
by
itself
Roald
in
Dahl is.
kind of
The Witch by Roald
The
Dahl.
Witches.
The Witches. Have you ever read The Riches by Roald Dahl? Roald Dahl.
And you
The
mentioned
Witches.
this,
And
Victor,
also
just how disappointed
seen
and
the
frustrated
movie.
the president seemed yesterday when talking about
The Witches. Why? I've never even heard of this.
in Geneva between
What's
the
it about?
president's,
Obviously witches, eh?
Wyckoff and his son-in-law, Jared
So
Kushner,
scary.
with
So
the Iranian
scary?
intermediaries.
Yep.
It's
Too
just
spooky
like
for me.
saying that it did not
The
go far
Witches
enough, and we know that
was
the United States wanted
so scary.
from
I
Iran
don't
is
even
to, one,
think that I
be very
finished that
clear
book,
that they had,
and I
no
finished
goals and did not want to
Bunnicula.
ever make a nuclear weapon, and that they would
Bunnicula.
not commit to
Bunnicula was a nightmare.
of uranium, things that the president argued they were not able
And I
to
also
get to. So
finished
that is what's
that-
led us to this
Remember
moment. But
that
of course, so many big questions I think
mix
that
of stories that
many
was
Americans
like
still have about what the future
there
of
was
this is
that
going to look like.
story about that
It's really
girl
interesting
whose
that,
head
one of
was
the-
cut
one of the
off
questions
and
that I
she
keep
kept it
receiving in the
attached
chat
by a
over and
green
over
ribbon
again is
around
like,
her neck.
the
I don't remember any book about a girl whose neck was off and she kept it attached by a green ribbon. That's beyond my scope of reading.
Well, Ginger and Krista Cole made me read that book, and they also made me watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? And I called my mom in the middle of the night to come get me.
And you're like, yes, Mom, I am afraid of the dark.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
That's
Mom, it
hilarious.
turns out I am afraid of the dark. Can you come get me?
Yeah, not the show for me to watch, Mom.
She was not impressed.
No, probably not. Well, it's just like Trey that time listened or watched something about Five Nights at Freddy's, then it was hysterical. And I was like, buddy, I was like, this is your house, though. I was like, you're actually in your house. Like, I don't know where you want to go from here.
Or meaningful in the direction that you think it might.
Do you think your mom would be mad if we poured epoxy on that thing she made?
No.
I wish we had more. Oh, you know what we could do? We could take those boxes you have downstairs and then fill them and like theme them, you know what I mean? And do laser on the top and then put something on the inside of it. And then you could, like, people could open it and it would be like a treasure box kind of thing. You could do a little different themed stuff in it. Even just put something on the top. You could epoxy something in just the top half of it.
Control over the government and the government functions and continue
Ouch.
retaliating against both the United States.
This is the littlest dread I've ever seen. It just didn't want to stay together. It was a big
But
one.
also there is a regional significance for the Ayatollah as well, as you probably know by now if you've been in here for a long enough time, that there are Shias all around. There are Shias in Lebanon. There's a robust Shia population in Iraq, in places where there are American military bases, and their response to the assassination of their highest their highest religious figure will not be kind. Okay? But whether he is dead or alive still doesn't change the reality that this is still a functioning government.
Yeah.
The notion that you would just like take out the Pope of Iran, right?
The Pope of Iran.
And then all of a sudden everyone is going to
Wild.
everyone's going to go, oh my God, he's dead, so I guess it's over now. It's silly, it's stupid. Holy shit, look at this video. That Shahed is flying at you, bro.
Oh, Jesus. That hit right above Homeboy's head. God dang, brother.
And I saw this with my own personal fucking two eyes when I was in Doha. Not to say that this is happening in Doha right now, but if you're wondering, if you're curious as to why the Iranian drones are being expended on like civilian infrastructure in hotels and whatnot, I suspect that the Iranian intelligence has seen that the American military has not fully left they've left the bases, but they've probably not fully left the countries. They're not all in Israel or whatever. I suspect that they're probably staying in those hotels.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Are you gonna tell me I look like Sami Zayn?
We're just like, this is Iran attacking all the Middle East, not Israel. Know your enemy, buddy. Wait, what?
Your hair is so nice, no Diddy. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm trying to mess it up though.
Do you think Iran is just a
Charles. Charles. Hope you're having a good day. I appreciate it. I had dreadlocks when I started my job, and I'm about to leave my job after 10 years, so I figure I might as well start again.
Also most likely striking at these civilian infrastructure because the American military assets have moved into the civilian infrastructure, and they're basically waiting it out. Now, is that actually within the rules of war? I don't think so, but
Literally pronounce my name how you said it the second time. Charles. Fuck yeah, I don't know why. It comes out of the mouth better that way. Pause.
For the rest of the world. Also, it's really funny.
I don't know why I say it that way. I think my college roommate's middle name was Charles, and I would always just call him that.
America and Israel. Okay, buddy. The reason why I said I saw
It's like the ABCs. You can't do it without singing it. It's just the same way. You can't have that name without saying it like that. I can't believe all this. This is wild. Chaz. I'm glad that you've thought this through. You clearly have had thoughts about how you would spell this and pronounce this. Hello, Sony.
Do you think Iran will respond by launching at America? At America?
Yeah, you're not gonna launch at America. That would be such a long missile flight, my lord. I have. Me and that same kid who I called Charles used to get really high in his tent, and we had a conversation one time about how words had feelings in your mouth, like crunchy. Like the word crunchy kind of has that same feeling in your mouth when you say it, as it describes.
The consequences of its endeavors.
I wonder what the underside of your toenail smells like. You do not want to know what the underside of my toenail smells like, brother. I'm a UPS driver that walks around in bean boots all day long. The underside of my toenail is death. There are chemical agents that are probably less awful to endure than the underside of my toenail. I hate to be that way about myself, but you know, like I wouldn't want that to anybody.
But that does not justify the President of the United States engaging in an illegal, dangerous war that will risk the lives.
Soggy Savage, that's wild. Them bastards are pretty nasty for us working guys. Yeah, you get your feet wet even once, like, man, and if you wear black socks a day, like death. It's just death. I'm like, how do my feet even smell like this? I'm like, I feel like my body is actually just rotting. I literally bought my little cousin a Dremel for his bunions. Dang, son. For the shit that a pet egg won't handle, Dremel will get. God dang.
Oh my fucking God! Your countrymen are being slaughtered, and you're still going, why is Iran targeting civilian buildings? You are out of your fucking mind, dude.
You are out of your fucking mind, dude.
200 dead, 90 schoolgirls murdered by American weapons, by American targeting systems in Israeli hands, and you're going, oh, why is Iran retaliating? You are a psycho. You're a fucking psychopath.
Oh, boys, oh, boys. Man, I need a Dremel for my YouTube right now. Not my YouTube, but my YouTube feed. Holy moly. This is wild. And you guys from the US, eh? To be fair, we spend way too much military to be threatened. Yeah. I just feel like we're not really threatened. I don't know. Iran, what a thing to do. I don't know. What's your favorite color of the alphabet? Maroon. Maroon 3. California? Yeah. Okay. You're like the 4th largest GDP in the entire world, so at least California could be its own, like, country. Theodorus? If half a horse can lay half an egg in half an hour, how far can a peg-legged monkey kick the seeds out of a dill pickle?
For the Iranian government's repression is inconsequential if we're talking about tens of thousands more people dying in the hands of a foreign state. What the fuck do you mean? The actual response, the actual repression from
3 yards?
in and of itself
Close. We'll give it to you. 3 yards. So 3 feet is a meter or a yard. Did the math. Well, as long as it was math. As long as you're doing math.
2 different girls' schools that killed 9 to 13-year-old girls by
No algebra in here.
85 plus 9-year-old girls died in a fucking school. Like,
What's going on in California? It's got to be nicer than it is here today. It's like, it was so sunny and nice out, but then the wind is just like torrential. That doesn't make any sense, but it's gale force.
There's no both sides of fucking
I mean, fucking blowing into Canada if I go outside.
There's no both sides. Is there both sides in Ukraine? Do you spend a good deal of time talking about like Ukrainian repression? Oh, Zelensky.
Ukrainian repression. This is wildin'.
I don't give that argument any fucking credence.
Algebra had to be a fever dream. It's pretty chilly out, but it's about to be... Yeah, exactly. It is going to get hella hot. And I shouldn't complain right now because I'm about to complain when it gets to be like 80 degrees and not even that bad. And people are like, shave your face. And I'm like, brother, this is the only thing that's keeping me a man. Or an adult man. Algebra is a fever dream. I remember failing that shit. I don't know why, but they're just like, here, let's just really mess with them.
You know, I was born yesterday.
And it's like, I don't know. Math was never my thing. Which is odd, because I'm definitely somewhere on the spectrum, but like, I don't know. Too much time on RuneScape.
I'm a baby with a baby's brain.
I'm a baby with a baby's brain.
Oh, it must have been its own
Oh, Hassan.
Oh shit, dude.
Oh, shit,
Is
dude.
there any way for you to check if your YouTube stream is restricted? Why are you saying that? I don't think it is. Why? Because
How far into math did you get?
Is that what you think?
I did algebra freshman year, and then I also did algebra freshman year summer school.
Yeah. Hospitals. Hospitals.
Hospitals.
German
Yikes.
chatters having issues. That one German chatter is having issues in their region. Wait, really? Oh.
Yeah, if I can stick these up here
Fine
somewhere.
for me in Germany.
Whatever, stick those up there.
Here.
Oh man, I want to house some Oreos. Take a dab. Go adventure.
Are you ready? I'm gonna fix it. 1 second. Israel has a right to defend itself. Am Israel high. Am Israel high. Am Israel high. Israel has a right to defend itself. Israel, most moral nation in the world. Israel, best nation in the world. Israel, only nation in the world.
He's trying to make it so he's not restricted in Germany.
I would love to be Israeli one day. I think.
Oh my gosh.
Iran is the scariest
Are you
country.
fasting?
Much worse than Israel.
No, why? I ate pizza a little while ago. Do I look like I should be fasting?
In 2 days,
Intermediate?
facilitating the only nuclear strikes that the only nuclear arms that they actually had developed, they developed and used against.
Oh, it's Ramadan. Yeah, I did hear that. We started attacking Iran right at the start of Ramadan.
Israeli feelings are hurt. I love the nation state of Israel. I think
Lovely.
Israel should be able to deploy its Jericho 3 nuclear first strike capability.
That's wild. I'm not of any religious aspirations, but
There you go. Is that good? Hopefully this will fix the
from Scotland.
and I will get you
Sweet.
algorithmic
Nice. Welcome from Scotland. How is it over there?
$7,000.
What's the weather in Scotland like this time of year?
Why are you asking?
I don't know. I was just curious if you knew what Scotland was like. I don't know.
I do not.
Music is my religion. Yes, I'm a big music fan. Rain is rainy. Do I train martial arts? No, but do you want to see something crazy? This house that I bought, the guy who did live here and did Taekwondo. We also found this thing that was grow your own mistress out of these seeds, which I thought was pretty sick. But there's a giant, and I mean giant, painting in my back room of like this karate school. Yeah, it's pretty sick. To be fair, that guy did teach me Taekwondo as a child. So, what guitar you got? It's a D'Angelico. Yeah, D'Angelico semi-hollow body, but it's a Grateful Dead. It's a Grateful Dead edition. Nice MMA, like any specific like. There's a guy I know who works for the border who has a jiu-jitsu school. I think he like went to one of the Gracie schools. I always wanted to like train something like that. I was big into CrossFit and things like that, so I like the like high interval training and like Tabata style and whatnot like that. But the guitar, yeah, it's semi-hollow body. It's like I like Chris. You ever heard of Fish or Mo? Kind of like the Grateful Dead, just like a newer version. Hello, Mohammed. What up? In service of Vietnam, can you salute me if you're in this? My dad missed Vietnam by like 3 weeks. He was a Marine. Yeah, so I'm a big Fish, like jam band type of fan sort of thing. Muay Thai, karate, take American kickboxing, Western boxing, wrestling. Does wrestling have like... I'm into Queens of the Stone Age. Like the 3s and 7s is probably like the only Queens of the Stone Age song that I can like name off the top of my head. Please salute me. Tripping Trippy. I'll give you a salute, my man. Thank you for your service. My dad was a Marine, so I'm like, I'm out here about to blow up. Blow up? What do you mean, brother? Where are you blowing up? Don't blow up. Ronin Gaming. Do you play any, like, what do you play for games? Do you play RuneScape? I was in the Marines. Let's not virtue signal. Nice. Yeah, I think part of my reason I never wanted to join the military is my dad being like, being in the Marines at a young age, and me having like, my dad made me get a high and tight until I was like 15 years old. So as you can tell, as soon as I went away to college, I was like, see you later with that, dude. Time to go listen to some jam bands. Yeah, the Marine Corps hem was like one of the first things I knew as a child. Which, like, I get it, and I, like, as being in UPS for 10 years, like, I get the indoctrination that you could get at a young age. Like, I think about UPS even when I'm not at fucking work. I bet the Marines did suck, man. Thank you both. Thank you for your service, though, buddy. That's wild. You did something I couldn't do. Thank you very much, Chris. Bro was like casually chilling on YouTube in a war zone, sure, but I know, right? Like, he's like in frickin', dude, he might be in Tel Aviv right now. Who knows? There's like 1 million Israeli flags on my route for some reason. Just out here chilling. I worked in a warehouse. Were you like deployed overseas anywhere, or were you just like in the US the entire time? One of my friends was in Korea, bro. It's an imagination land. Imagination. Oh, you work in a warehouse now? Oh, yeah, I feel that, dude. That, like, warehouse life be like shit. I feel like it's so hard to find anything that's not warehouse or like anything. Check. 1 second. Let me see, Chris here. YouTube would do that. Watch on. You look like the Islam guy from GTA. Heck yeah! I hope that. Let me see. Is this like you playing music? Chris.
Here's the other side of the story. Okay?
Wait, Christian Chan, like Chris Chan?
There is no popular base for the Ayatollah, even though there is, right? I mean, it's not like the majority, but it doesn't.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Percentage of the population.
Oh, there we go.
But let's say that doesn't exist.
Oh, okay, I see. You got Slash, Jimi Hendrix. Who's the guy in the middle?
They're Western focused. They love the
He barked about a bit.
And they still have a indigenous,
I love my little cows. Is that supposed to be Chris Chan though? Like, or am I confused here?
And they're still continuing along with their facilities.
Guns N' Roses Glasgow?
Their underground missile
Sick.
production facilities, their underground missile launching capabilities are still there.
Slash is, what's the other band Slash is in?
What does Israel do then?
The Poop Squatch? I know the Poop Knife. Oh, that's you. Okay, sick. Nice beard. Sweet, dude. I hit you with a subscribe. 3 days ago you saw Guns N' Roses? Yeah, Velvet Revolver. I know like one. Nurse Ratcheted. Is there going to be a page on there? Was anybody playing else at this, or was this Guns N' Roses itself? Just Guns N' Roses.
Okay? I can give you one example that is in line with American interests in the region. Okay? Turkey. Turkey is what they claim Iran should be, right? Turkey's a secular country, even though the leadership is more right.
Sick. Sounds good. Who's Marshalls? You got a whole stack there, brother.
Doesn't matter. Ultimately, Turkey has all the functions of the things that they want to implement in Iran.
Are these all like original songs?
Even the modest pushback
I love the book and the movie. Nurse Ratched is such a dope name. I didn't know there was a book or a movie on there. Or what? I didn't know. What's Nurse Ratched? I'm clearly missing something. I know it's a band. I did see that. Like I said, also, what kind of guitar? Are you playing a Les Paul?
Israel's kill list. A NATO country. So even if they turned Iran into Libya,
I'm a big Les Paul fan.
destabilized it, and its reverberations will be felt across the entire European continent.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah, Ken Kesey.
Destabilize this country. Let's say they destroy the sovereignty of this nation state, and now you have tens of millions displaced. Another.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've delve down that book. And last time I read that book, I also lived in a basement of a trap house for like 6 months. So,
Turkey has been in line with Israel.
with another UPS driver.
Turkey is a servant of empire.
It was actually his house, so I mean, wasn't the worst. I have a massive library in my... Sick.
Of empire.
That's awesome. My girlfriend reads all the time. Yeah, man, you just one bump and you think someone's giving you fun stuff, and the next thing you know, you're up for 18 hours and living in a basement, and you're like, whoa, bro, what the fuck happened here?
No longer converge
You're like, let's not do that. Thank you for subbing me. Yeah, of course, man. I'll have to check it out. Frick, yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Both of you. It's been sick.
Israel's personal ambition.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I've been on here 75 minutes. I might want to go do something else for a bit. I don't know. Heck yeah. Get a haircut and shave your beard? Never. What is this? The draft?
Gerald?
Yeah, what are you, my dad? My dad figured out how to use YouTube? I'm getting done my job, brother. I'm getting 150K to leave. I might as well let my hair do whatever it wants. That would be fun at some point. You should teach me more on guitar. When I lived in that trap house basement, I was very excited to learn music, and then I kind of stopped after a little while. Heck yeah. You're bum begging. You're a bum. Quit begging for money, bro. I ain't begging for no money, bro. I make way more money than you think right now walking down driveways. Go hug a tree. Go touch grass. Brother, you gotta have a better... Dude, someone came in here earlier telling me that I had a Confederate soldier face starter kit. Like, come on, you gotta have a better insult than go hug a tree. Bro. Yeah, I'd like to do a music stream. We could do a bunch of, like, suggestions and stuff like that. That'd be sick. I'm down. Like I said, I subscribe to... I don't know how to, like, ping her. I bet you vote Dems. Yeah, right, brother. Nancy Pelosi sounds like she got a mouthful of rocks. I'm glad her husband got popped with a hammer. What? You're un-American? I am the most American. Are you Israeli? King Alfred lived above a Chuck E. Cheese. Dude, have you seen them taking Chuck E. Cheese out of the, out in cuffs in front of those kids that time? King Alfred banned from Billy B's. It's better than getting Narcan at Applebee's. Race IQ question. Usually go to the lowest. I would dare say Americans.
Yes, I saw the fucking cruise missiles flying over Iraq.
Peace and love. King Alfred is a Redditor. Did you know that Ghislaine Maxwell was the first Redditor to ever get to 1 million karma?
Going back to work. Look at that.
White girl magic? Going to boost? Heck yeah. We have a Second Amendment obligation to stand up for our American nation and remove Trump administration. I think we should just move Israelis from our cabinet. Like, I feel like we are getting taken over by a bunch of people who want the best for Israel, not the best for the U.S. It's a little bit wild. King Alfred is sad he missed the island. The island's still there, bro. And some dude who wants to get in charge of all the computers in Texas just bought Zorro Ranch. Beats his bearded dragon. Don't beat the dragon, dude. Let Puff, like, Puff was a magic dragon. Let him live his life. I mean, I would beat a goldfish also. Like, goldfish are not worthy. I'm not proud of it either, but I think I could beat up my cat. Both of them. King Alfred has a strong hand. It's my strong hand. You ever seen Scary Movie 2? Is it Scary Movie 2 with the guy with the strong hand? Yeah, all right. I appreciate you, Ron and Gaming. We'll have to hang out sometime. Chill out. Enjoyed the chats. I was puffing on that blunt. Am I okay? I'm not okay. The kids are not okay. I kind of need to go puff on a blunt, too. We have no blunts. What is this? How could we have no blunts? 2 Zygstein? 2G-Stein? 2G-Stein? Am I missing something? How am I supposed to pronounce that? Are you in New York? No. I'm like 12 hours from New York. Close, though. I'm in the New England region.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I love New York. New York's one of my favorite places, though.
It's entirely dependent on what
Oh, you live in Connecticut? Heck yeah. only time I've ever been to Connecticut is through the frickin' on the Amtrak, going to concerts in New York. I've been to North Carolina a few times, played baseball and shit there when I was in college.
Again, it's entirely dependent on what happens.
New York for 20, hell yeah.
Because if
I spent a week in New York. That was about the most I ever been there. Stationed in North Carolina. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. You're in the Marine Corps, so you were in Paris Island.
munitions on Tel Aviv, on American naval assets in the region.
Oh, my dad said that was the first time he ever saw anyone that wasn't just straight white. Like my dad grew up in a place with like 700 people.
You know, like actual American soldiers.
He said he saw like a black Santa Claus decoration and he was like, oh my God. Which like is just hilarious. Paris Island's like 5.5 months with him. Yikes, fractured wrist, bud. That sucks. I had a friend who dropped out of college, went to join the army, went to boot camp, fell off a wall on an obstacle course, and then was then got discharged. Came back to college with a hurt back. 2nd Battalion, Fox. Dang, son. So, oh my, yeah, dude, shit like that's crazy. My dad was on a helicopter in the Mediterranean, not on a helicopter, on a boat, on a Navy ship. And he said he saw a guy holding up like this metal part of the boat or some shit. And it fell down when the boat rocked and it fucking just like mashed him flat from like the nose down. Shit's crazy. Oh, his ankle came out through his boot. Ooh, that's like the shit that makes my shins hurt. Blech. That gave me a visceral reaction that I did not need. Ew. Well, have a good day at work. Enjoy yourself. Don't let the warehouse wear you to house. I like you, dude. I like you too, man. We'll have to. I hopefully start back in. I'm getting done my job here in a few weeks, so I'll be on here a lot. I like people insulting me, so I got to come up with some better ones than that guy had earlier. I am gonna go hug a tree though. Dabs. It's me, John Cena. I can't see you, bro. Got out of the Marines in 2020. I graduated in 2010, so you're a dude, I've always wanted to be a chef. I hope you like Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain, give me your credit card. Bro, I ain't got no credit card. Do I look like I could get a fucking credit card? What are you talking about? I ain't even got a social credit score. Big Bourdain, the boss. The dude who made me want to I just ran into this channel through AI. Oh God, what do you mean? How'd that happen? What do you mean through AI? Did you say you wanted to see Jesus and it brought you to me? Confederate soldier face starter kit had me dead. I don't even know how anyone thinks of an insult like that. Like, that's truly good. Like, that's some shit he thought of. Or maybe it was God bless that guy. Yeah, next level technology. That was amazing. There's got to be some good ones. I have to write that one down anyway. That one probably stick with me for a while. He's been blessed. Pure dude, he just found like $5 on the ground and he has no idea why. But it's like, because I willed that shit.
Oh, this is one of the buildings that was struck in Bahrain that's on fire.
Fuck yeah. Peace out, my man.
Asking why like residential buildings are being struck with Iranian.
Did we just fist bump? I think we did.
I suspect that it's
Wildin'.
it's not to like punish the country.
All right, I gotta figure something to do.
To reside in them.
Pathetic channel 2026. Fuck yeah, dude. Pathetic. I am more than pathetic.
Service members are
I'm pathologically pathetic.
and they're probably staying in hotels and shit. Something that I've
Check out my crazy ass leg kicks. Fuck yeah, dude. Let me see. I'm gonna go sub right now.
They have the enemies of America have limited tools at their disposal, right? The foreign adversaries, our foreign adversaries have limited tools at their disposal, which is why I
Ka-cha. He's more than pathetic. He's a dirty hippie. Dirty hippie, I know, right? Well, they'll go and eat an almond. I have almond butter right across the way. Ate an edible for brunch. Bro, I ate so many THC gummies, I'd be fucking nauseous. No, not THC, CBD. Yuck. Actually, I don't really like edibles.
If they're striking a target, they most likely have some intelligence.
Zero doubt.
Because
How do I find you
more
here?
limited tools, more limited munitions, capabilities, you're gonna try to
Ronning
make the most use out of them.
Gaming.
You're not gonna like
Oh.
fucking blow up a random
Duh.
house or whatever.
I remember my first edible. I remember my first PBR.
Limited munitions, and its grand strategy is just, you know, ethnic cleansing.
Ever ate 1,000 edible Mr. Knockout bar? No, I didn't know that was a thing.
Civilians that are
My girlfriend has MS though, so I bet she could house a fucking 1,000 milligram edible, dude.
that get struck, and it's you know, not.
I mean, I've taken 12 hits of acid before.
This is just a byproduct of once again America's imperial endeavors in the region.
Who would have thought
It's
though?
also a byproduct of Israel and America. Totally.
I'm trying to find your channel on YouTube here.
Established rules are completely gone at this point.
It's part of the retaliation from Iran after the U.S. and Israel
Ronning
launched a massive
Gaming,
and ongoing
7
military
and 6.
campaign across Iran.
Ronning.
U.S. embassies across the region are now telling Americans
Ah,
to
got
put
it.
in place
Like a
just
boss.
the State Department is
Figured
telling
it.
all U.S. citizens in Lebanon.
Yeah, yeah. I was putting Ronning Gaming, so there was 2 G's.
Paula Hancock, who's joining us from Abu Dhabi. Paula, you and your
I know you a G, but you ain't 2.
two explosions.
Subbed and like, thanks for the fun. Heck yeah. Barbershop 2026. If I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll cut my hair someday. I'm coming. Hey, bro, if anyone shows up here and cuts my hair, that's a game for you. I'll give you $1.
Priority here is like.
You pull like that fucking guy on Bum. I know you smoke gas. I do. I smoke grass and huff gas, baby.
Does that ever strike you as odd?
Bum. But I ain't showing you my bum,
It
dude.
is strange, right? It's objectively.
I'm not even a bum. I have a fucking job.
Literally.
I pay taxes. So much taxes.
Element of surprise,
Big Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffy in the chat. What up?
capabilities that they might have.
Shave it, little bro. My boy Jeff. Dude, that's fucking wildin'. Bro, I need to know. Are you responsible for this? Are you responsible for this in Iran right now? If Big Jeffy just subbed to the fucking thing, when you coming back to the island? Bro, I've been trying to get over there, but you won't let me or Elon back. You work at the shelter? Bro, I am the shelter's... And dude, plus, you said you were going to get me a setup to stream RuneScape over there, Jeffy, and you didn't give me shit. You just made me go to the fucking dentist. And they didn't even have nitrous. Your dentist sucked. She's not even pretty.
By the defense.
I like your grandma.
This has been happening for hours.
My Marmar?
There's been no letter, in
Or my Farmar? Marfar.
Iran. We've heard from the Ministry of Defense here.
Jay, you live in a zinc shed. Oh my god. This is wildin'.
Why did they strike after market close? What do you mean?
The only zinc I know is zinc on the bottom of my boat to keep it from corroding when I fucking riding through all these fucking tears. All these fucking neocon tears.
The least amount of attention to the news on a Friday afternoon. And if you do it after market close, you soften the impact that it's going to have on the
Jay, you still paying your barber off from last month? Bro, that's the reason I can't go back to the barber. He fucking fronted me a haircut and I never went back.
For example, like what that's going to do to the stock market is devastating. So they try to.
Big Jeffy must have vanished, dude. I hope Trump was getting the DL. He was logging in on Fortnite and YouTube. Jay, your elbows look like a volcanic eruption. Yo, what's up, bro? From Compton, California. What up? Squabbling with all these people be fucking cheering for Israel. Who they? Who's they? Sorry, bro. I had to flame him. Dude, flame him up. We be roasting them all. That's just wildin'. What are the chances someone with that name's gonna pop in here? Bro, I know. I respect that.
Oh my God! Yes, Khamenei is slated to give a speech about how he's not dead, and
I think I'm gonna get some Oreos. Big Nick Diaz fan, trained under him. Sick, dude.
Once again, though,
Stockton,
it doesn't
though.
even fucking matter. Even if Khamenei, even if
Modern day Israel is not the Israel of the Bible. No, I don't think it is. I think that modern day Israel is just trying to take over the world.
it's utterly
I don't want anyone to bomb Israel, but I don't want anyone to bomb Iran either. Like, they put more people at risk today than they had with some hypothetical nuclear weapon that they don't have. Modern day Izzy is the plant nation. Lizzie is Lizzie in a box. Lizzie's in a box. Lizzie's in a box. Peace out. Compton and Stockton are two different words. Respect, though. Sick. I've never even been past the Mason-Dixon line. Maine don't even have any hoods. Not even like hoods, but just like places of culture, I guess. We have lost our way as a civilized society. Yeah, we definitely have lost our way as a civilized society. I'm not sure if it was the files that proved that the world is read by a bunch of satanic pedophiles or like, I don't know, Charlie Kirk getting assassinated on live TV by a shape charge and then us getting told that it was some patsy. What a crazy time to be alive. They could have taken him out anywhere. Nope. Right in front of everybody. Right in front of everybody. And then tried to tell us they're lying. That we're lying. It's like, no, bro. It's like, at least make up a better story. If you wanted him dead, just tell me the truth. I didn't even like Charlie Kirk. I didn't want that to happen. Definitely not Tyler Robinson. No, but Tyler Robinson is a willing patsy. Like, he knew. Might not have known that it was going to be him that was blamed for it, but he definitely knew he was taking part in a scheme that was going to result in Charlie Kirk's death, which is crazy because, like I said, if they like lie to us and they like do all this thing, like don't make up fake stories like this stop a bullet with your neck thing, like no one's going to believe that. Like just say something happened, some wacky thing assassinated him, like holy moly. But once again, like, all it takes is 50% of the people believe in it to be like, yep, that's fine. Those are the people we'll just keep going. I don't know. What a crazy place.
The United States, but you also said it would be necessary as a defensive vehicle that you could if necessary. So to be clear, are you...
Like I said, I'm not even like a huge fan, but it's just like it makes me so distraught that they'll just like even try it. Like I could care what side of the aisle you're on. I just want someone who's not going to lie. Like, just don't lie to me. If you want to spend my money, if you want to take my money to do this, just be straight out with it. Like, okay, there's nothing I can do anyway. So, like, why make me feel like you're doing something better than you are?
U.S. military, installations, facilities, bases, they're attacking us. We are under attack. Why don't you, recognize...
Killed the fireman, he took the shot, but the rifle didn't discharge. Filed the firing pin. Yeah, I assume that it probably did make it seem like the shot went off because, like, the timing and this and that, but it's like, and there's no way that he ran and took that and jumped off the roof. Like, they said it was a Mauser. There's no way it's a Mauser. Like, that, the picture of the gun they posted that the FBI had, like, it was just some stock photo that they used. Like, we've never actually seen Tyler Robinson's Mauser. When his parents said that they claimed that the gun used looked like his, there had been no picture of the gun released to the public. So it's like there's no way they would have thought it looked like his gun. Rip my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Bro, is your granny over in Iran? Where's your Well, then again, I did hear some dude in Florida had one not that long ago. So, I mean, fair enough, bro. Moment of silence for granny. That's alright, dude. Some people's grannies get ran over by reindeer. That's got to be just as fucking traumatic.
Sinatusi, 200 missiles fired thus far today from around Israel alone in just under 12 hours. The entire 12-day war, around 500 people.
Fine, thanks. I appreciate it. I don't even want to be that smart. I just want to be not that dumb. Or, like, not that oblivious. Like, bro, I've had so many people just, like, be like, oh, whatever, that don't make no... Like, dude. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Yeah, bro, I would too, man. Kaboom. Did you like, oh man, that's sad. Was it at least a live leak video? Did your grandma get some like clout?
Much
Because there can't be very many grandmas get blown up, dude.
They're at a much higher level of threat. They are increasing the frequency of their attacks. Gloves are off.
Yeah, this is wildin'.
This might not be the full scale, the full spectrum of their capabilities either.
Let's see what we got for updates over here. I gotta see what we got. Pakistan condemned attack on retaliatory strikes. Drones hit Kuwait. European meeting. Eastern.
Forces announced several casualties as a result of the ongoing U.S.-Israeli aggression on Iran and its allies. The area of Junaf al-Nasr, north of Babel province, was subjected to several airstrikes at 11:58.
Let's see here. When did this update though? Probably for okay. I just exited out of my video. That's cool. Renee Good went kaboom. Is this a vegan channel? Vegan, yeah, right, brother. Are you silly? Vegan. The only thing vegan in this household is my cat. I've been paying attention. It's one of those things where it's like I went to school for political sciences and history and social studies, and like I just can't. Like history repeats itself. First time as a tragedy and the second time as a farce. The first one was a little bit tragic, and now it's like this is going to be like comedically awful. Like there's nothing funny about it, but it's going to be comedy to somebody. People who are way richer than me. The people who are going to get to go in and rebuild these countries. It's just like Dick Cheney getting a $40 million exit package from fucking Halliburton and then deciding to blow up Iraq and then fix it. No, I'm putting a few dreadlocks in my hair. Damn, son, grats. I see you got no taxes on overtime. How much do you pay in? Do you pay the max in? I feel like I'm in the second to highest tax bracket I can be in, and that shit be fucking wildin'. So much of my pay is overtime. I mean, I have a child, but I don't get to claim him, so... Was Charles Manson, right? I was going for Charles Manson. Yeah, that was one of my looks. Someone asked me what I was for Halloween, and I said Charles Manson. But, I mean, everyone wants to work for the CIA. Are you white, Mr. Brown? I'm actually, my last name is Brown, so that's fucking horrifying. And I am white, so yes. Yes, I am white, Mr. Brown. I don't know what that means. I love Charlie. Are you white, Mr. Brown? Like Charles White? Or Charlie Manson? God bless you. Heck yeah. Yeah, Charles Manson was a product of MK Ultra, and it's like, why do you think they kept letting that sucker go? It's so wild to think that, like, serial killers and all these things started happening at the same time that we were just dosing people with large-scale amounts of LSD and not telling them. And as someone who has, like, taken large-scale LSD trips, like, I could totally see you losing your mind and, like, doing something wacky. Yeah, exactly. Love each other, everyone. That's the thing, is we should love each other, everyone, but everyone wants to get a foot up over somebody so that they can become an elite pedophile Satanist. It seems like. Charles Manson was in jail when they had him done. There's a place that is incredibly close to where I live that Charles Manson said that he was going to move if he ever got out of jail. His family apparently, like, has land or something near here. I guess. That's what I always heard, but who knows? I mean, what is it with all these, like, cult leaders and stuff like that playing music? The Waco guy, what the fuck, Branch Davidians, but I can't think of his name right now. David Koresh. Yeah. Did you know UPS was the reason that Waco started? Because they were getting grenade casings sent to their facility, and the UPS box, like the box he was delivering, was open, and he saw a grenade inside it, so we had to report it. And then that was what started sending the ATF and all that shit to Waco. Which is wild because, like, as a UPS driver, I was like, damn, bro, if I find a cult, I ain't gonna rat, bro. What the fuck? Especially one with abs like that, damn. I think a lot of these people probably were, I wouldn't say, like, straight up innocent. You know what I mean? There was definitely some shit going on there. But if you delve down into, like, some of the shit that goes on or went on there, like, it's crazy the power struggle that there was for the Branch Davidians and everything. Jay-Z didn't only send emails, he was in the room. Jay-Z and Diddy, brother. I don't think Jay-Z's ever been innocent. Any one of these people that's a billionaire is not innocent. Like, there's something, like, they've done something. Like, I'm the only probably billionaires that aren't as problematic as, like, yes, my last name is Brown. I am a UPS driver. Yes, I do make jokes about it being my destiny. It's truly comedic. Dude, it's like Brownception. Brown box, brown truck, brown uniform, brown name. Everything, brother. You want to talk about a nightmare? It's pretty good, though. Like, I love crack. That's a pretty badass UPS driver. Yeah, that's pretty badass UPS driver. Fuck yeah. That's definitely destiny. Or a bad April Fool's joke, man. Like, who knows? I hate capitalism, so it's like, shit. I'm just be bringing... Dude, sometimes I have to deliver shit in snowstorms. Like, we live in a very snowy, rural area. And me risking my life going down some road for an Amazon envelope is a little frustrating. They pay me good for it, though, so whatever. I love capitalism. I don't hate it. I just feel like it is starting to fail when a lot of these people whose houses are, like, so massacred that you're like, brother, there's something you should be buying besides Amazon. And what's even more jacked up is, like, I've seen Pop-Tarts, like, actually just things of Pop-Tarts with a next day air sticker just stuck on them, just sent to somebody's house. And I'm like, there is no way that this is actually more efficient than going to the store and buying your Pop-Tarts. Like, I don't know. It's shit like that that's confusing. But it's all right, because Amazon's about to completely eradicate UPS off the face of the map. Like, I've been there 10 years, and it is getting so wild. Like, they're actually offering us voluntary driver buyouts. They're going to give us, like, one large lump sum of cash if we want it. And we get to keep a year of our insurance. We get to keep our pension and all this that we've earned, I guess, if you take the buyout. Which, like, I've been struggling with some, like, health issues the last year. And, like, I've had things happen that just never happened to me before. So I think I'm actually going to take that shit and just fucking say, see you later, mate. Because the building that I'm in is, like, probably one of the first buildings that will close if Maine gets any closures. So it's like, I don't know. I want to do something different. I'd rather be able to stand at my child's opinion on data centers. I think that we're wasting a bunch of fucking money, and we're making it so people can't get any computer RAM, so that the AI bubble will burst and we'll have all this infrastructure that's just keeping all of our data and fucking just sitting there for the US government to use for fucking whatever. Just using it to make the Matrix. That's probably it. Like, Palantir is probably behind all of this. Peter Thiel is just mad that he can't get Clavicular to come over, so he's just going to put data centers everywhere. Impact on the environment? Not good. It can't be good. Imagine how much heat those suckers are going to put off. They're saying people that live around them are getting, like, the Havana effect of, like, fucking those frequency weapons. Which, like, dude, imagine the hum from all that, like, fucking shit. Of course that would make you sick. It's like, we're worried about the 5G. What about that? What a weak-looking man. Yeah, right, bro. Why don't you pay taxes? I bet I pay more in taxes than you earn in a year. Water consumption is insane. Yeah, water consumption is insane. It's just like, even the like, think about the AI models. Like, it costs OpenAI like what they say, like $100 million, if not more, to run one single test or training session. But then all these other companies are able to take those models and do them for, like, 1/3 the energy cost, 1/3 the actual money cost. I used to be a non-believer, but I am more than going down the wrong road. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, all those taxes, and yet your testosterone looks non-existent. My testosterone looks non-existent, brother. I'm sure I have more hair on my face than you have on your body. What are you talking about? That's wild. No, I said I wanted to get roasted, but these aren't even good roasts. I feel like if I weak bones can't hide them. Yeah, how many frozen fucking driveways have you had to carry a mattress and a box up? Because I bet it's less than I have. I'd like to see your squats. I bet you squat about 3/4 of the way with knee wraps on and call it good. That's a rep. That's a rep. That's a rep. You look like the third member of the Insane Clown Posse. Dude, I did listen to the Insane Clown Posse for a while. What am I doing? My hair and makeup? No, I'm trying to actually take this hair right here and move it over to my unibrow so it looks more distinct because I really want people to know my Neanderthal takes from the past. Do I feel like a life-changing event is on the horizon? I feel like what is going on right now in the Middle East might be a life-changing event for a lot of people. The U.S. economy, we have $6 a gallon milk, and we can't even fucking get that down, but let's go spend $1 billion in the Middle East. He's a juggalo. Nah, he's 4'11". I'm 5'6". Get it right. Come on. At least if you're going to demasculate me, like, get the height right. 4'11" would be pretty cool. I could probably claim being a midget at that point. I could probably get some, like, benefits from the government. Called it. Brother, I hope you're 6'6". That would be pretty sick. Do you like Iran or Israel? I don't like either one of them, honestly. I'm for America. 5'6" with lifts? No, the only lifts I have are in my Olympic weightlifting shoes. Weak testosterone. I hope so.
Why are people in lives concerned about other people's hormone levels? It's very weird.
I know. Well, he just wants me to be more of a man. I'm not
Why is
man.
he concerned about your manliness?
Pepper? I like salt and pepper. Ow, I wish I was salt and pepper. I probably have gray hair in my beard somewhere. Is this a powerlifting channel? No, I don't believe in powerlifting. I believe in Olympic weightlifting. I bought some powdered water, but I don't know what to add. I feel like if you add salt, it'll probably help with the freezing point of the liquid water. I mean, of the dried water. I'm glad you graduated from Skid Row. I know, dude. You should have seen what my tent was like. This is actually the inside of my tent. That's the problem with people don't understand that the inside of homeless people's camps are actually way nicer than they expect. But they just never go in and see it. So, like, it's like Dora's backpack, you know? Once you get inside, there's just more and more. No powerlifting does exist. It's a real thing. No powerlifting?
No, they're saying no. Powerlifting is a thing.
Oh, yeah, powerlifting is definitely a thing. I would not say that it's not. I understand what powerlifting is.
You just said you didn't believe in it.
Oh, I don't believe in, like, I don't like powerlifting. I'm not saying that I don't. Are you German at all? No, but I like to tell people that Werner von Braun was my grandfather.
Can you stop spinning back and forth?
Oh, sorry. I know it's a real thing, but like I said, I just don't like a lot of the, I don't like super arched back bench press. I don't like, depends on what kind of deadlifts you're doing. Like, are you doing conventional pulls, sumo high lift? Like, can you lift that chair over your head? My head? Yeah, I'm sure I can. I don't know if you understand what UPS is for a career. It's basically just like functional fitness every day. Like, I can take packages up to 140 pounds that I have to deliver by myself. And hand carts don't really work for everything. Like, I might be small, but I've had to carry fucking giant boxes for 10 years of my life. Like, career? What? I mean, 10 years of a job is kind of a career. When you're at the top rate of pay, you have your own run. I don't feel like there's much more other than that. Gypsy Crusader or Sam Hyde? I don't know that much about Gypsy Crusader. I know who Sam Hyde is. I seen some of his stuff. I know who Turkey Tom is. If it's in that same orbit. I know Turkey Tom did some stuff about Sam Hyde. State job? No, not a state job. UPS. United Parcel Service. You know, the big brown trucks. Paul Miller. I don't know who Paul Miller is. That Gypsy Crusader, you mean? I assume they're another content creator. I kind of look like a gypsy, but I mean, Oh, I thought you were postal. No, postal's different. That's also like just federal. No, I deliver real boxes, like 200 stops a day kind of boxes. Do you think Tucker Carlson is a Fed? I used to completely like really not like Tucker Carlson, but I think the older I get, the more I realize that he's actually probably just pro-American, and I'm sure he is got connections in the government. I mean, his family is billionaires. Like he's the heir to a frozen food fortune, but I think he's at least pro-American. I think. Am I Irish at all? Is there any Irish in my? I thought you looked at my thing. Are you Welsh or Irish? I don't think so.
I can't go back on your.
Oh, on my family's thing that far?
Without your DNA test.
Oh, without a DNA test. Yeah, I've never taken a DNA test. I have a lot of red in my beard, though, so I mean, whatever that leads to. He's Afro-American. I mean, I could be. I can tell with this hair. Yeah, right, if my hair was that, I'd probably be locking a lot easier. This shit not be wanting to do anything. I just want to look like I'm going to start a yoga class and steal somebody's wife. And then give her to my wife.
Excuse yourself.
What? Oh, even Juniper thinks so. You look Nordic? Yeah, I've heard that. I mean, I do live in, like, basically the Nordic. A minute, let me see. You can't see out here. I got a bunch of stuff on my window, too, because it was raining out. You can't see out there. It's awful. Woo!
You've got a lot of, like, English.
English? There's a lot of English in my background, I guess. The real American tiger? Is that like a Tiger King? Because, I mean, I feel like he was the real American tiger. Nick or THC? I got one of both. Oh, actually, this one's just nicotine. What do I identify as? An American. What do you identify as? Attack helicopter? Kill the Batman, 87. I actually like the name. Merca. Or, I mean, there's the South. I could be some of that Batman. Batman, but why is your name Kill the Batman then? Or are you just trying to kill the Batman so you can become the only Batman? Is this some, like, plot we're onto here now? Batman. Batman. Oh my god, my face is itchy. I gotta do a dab. Dabs, dabs, dabs. Can I do dabs on live if we're in a legal state? How's that work? Probably. Probably not. Probably not is right. That's the last thing I need. The government at my door. The government. Also, I'm glad I don't work at the post office because I don't know what makes them go postal, but that's apparently a real thing. I don't know what that's all about. I would get mad too if I had to walk everywhere, probably. Even though I look like with my... I put dabs on the paper so it hugs my... Yeah, we had a bunch of diamonds not that long ago that people were saying to put in there, but I've been buying a bunch of dabs lately. You look like a Morbius fanboy. Isn't that the Jared Leto guy? Morbius. Who the fuck is Morbius? Me either. I'm waiting on some hash should be around. Dang, that'd be exciting. Okay, it is, I was right then. I don't think I've ever seen Morbius. Wasn't it like such a bad movie that people liked it? Is that what I'm thinking? I remember just watching like a Turkey Tom video about it. About Morbius. Or not about Morbius, but about Jared Leto in general. Thank you. I appreciate that you think I'm handsome with my weak testosterone. I'm surprised he didn't tell me. Not even. Oh man, what to do? I could go out and laser engrave some stuff, but I don't know. I do not know. It's so yucky outside. I don't really want to go out there training on Dad Squatch. What else is everyone else up to anyway besides making fun of me? Was Morbius, I feel like I want to know what this is. Do you collect silver? Silver and gold. No, actually I don't. I don't collect anything besides fucking random shit. Power of the man bun. Exactly. The top knot or not.
I collect things.
Oh, my girlfriend collects sea glass. And then we sell it in bags as crack. I do channel a lot of power through my mind. Really dig in your energy and spirit, bro. We need more people like this. Yeah, you know, I'd like to think that, but I don't know. There's always going to be some... I do feel like this this will be a turning point. I think 2028, over 50% of the people who vote are going to be Gen Z or something like that. And we'll be able to get all these fucking dinosaurs out of goddamn Senate that are 98 years old. Fucking literally on their deathbeds in there taking a vote. Like, brother, what are you doing? There's a lot of things that we need to do. I think we need to eat the billionaires, though. Like, I know they're not going to taste good, but we just got to eat them just one time. Once they realize that we can eat them, they'll just stop. Oh, that's up to 93. Dang. Yeah, gold is ridiculously expensive. But you know what? If you can get some insulin by the gallon is worth more than gold. So stock up on insulin if you want something to sell in the future. Ever serve in the military? I have not, but my dad was a Marine at 17 years old, and I grew up under that as he was like an old person. My dad was like quite a bit older when I was born, so that's why I look like the way I do right now, because I was indoctrinated to love all that stuff. Do you have a seatbelt for your seat? I mean, no, I don't. I should have a seatbelt in here, though. I rock around so fast. My girlfriend actually is going to hit me if I keep swinging back and forth. I nap in it too often to have a seatbelt. I'd fall out, or I wouldn't fall out when I sleep. That's how I wake up. I slide out of the bottom of it. And then I wake up in a panic.
Spinning back and forth. You keep changing the light.
Oh, I do game a little bit. I play like old school RuneScape right now. That's what I've been playing, but I like Forza and stuff like that quite a bit. Let me fix my hair real quick, and then I'm gonna find something to hit this dab with. Where did I put my hair tie? Oh, it's still in my hair. What am I doing? Ouch. Value. Common sense rare. Yeah, common sense is a rare commodity, and it's one of those things where it's like I used to see all these kids in school that were so book smart, but then like anything in like the world would happen to them, and they were just like bewildered as to what was going on, and it's like thinking it's this anomaly, and it's like no, it's just how the world works. We like went to school next to this paper mill, and like paper mills stink, and they put out some like soot and stuff out of the smokestacks. And like school had just started, so it's like September, August. It's like hot outside. Kids are walking outside and this like soot is falling. And they got their fucking mouths open, like trying to catch this shit on their tongues. And I'm like, that ain't snow. Like, can you not feel the sweat on your body? Like how, but I mean, Darwinism, I guess, they lost a few minutes of their potential right there. Like, But not my kid. Whatever. They can eat all the soot they want. Ugh, what a time. What a time, what a time. About bullshit. Fuck yeah, grats. I love early text. They never taught me, my children, anything. I learned on my own. Yeah, that's the thing is like you can get an Ivy League education with YouTube or any online resources. You're willing to like find out what works for you. It's even like AI. Like I know AI is doing a lot of shitty things to the world, but it's like if you can use that as a resource to help you find the tools or make a structure for your own education, like you could make do with so much. Like anything I do on my car or anything like that, I just look up how to do it because I would rather learn how to do anything on my own. Like living in the area I live, like you might not find somebody that can do something specific or specialized, and if you can figure out how to do it, then you're just that much better off. As even like having a 3D printer has been so wild because like anything I need for my house or anything I can just fucking make. Yeah, what's crazy is like I went to school and I got right up to my last year. I had to take one test to become a teacher. My mom got sick and I had like worked at UPS seasonally and they're like, hey, do you want a permanent job with insurance? And I was like, yeah, I just had a baby. I kind of need that. And like I made so much more money at UPS than I ever would being a teacher. So it's like I kind of got screwed by going to college because now I've got almost a full degree's worth of debt and nothing that like to pay from it. I guess I did have a child during college too. So I guess going to school for education kind of paid off, but it's also like, why? When I could have known that I could have made $100,000 a year riding around in a UPS truck. College over time has had the highest increase percentage-wise of like cost compared to anything. Like college tuition is the most expensive increase percentage-wise of any product. It's actually disgusting. Yeah, and it's like all those people you said went to college. Like we need electricians. We need like the. Well, he lives with me half the time, but she's always been not half the time, like every other week. But he's getting old enough, and he's like wants to live here, so he's almost old enough for the state to be like, hey, he can pick where he wants. But where I started at UPS, and I was like by myself most of the time, it was hard to want him more than that because she had moved downstate and I couldn't get the time off consistently, or like I might be home one day at 5, I might be home the next day at like 11. There's no like, hey, you get to go home at this time. Like you got to deliver the boxes until. Hey man, I appreciate you. Have a good night. Enjoy your hash. Yeah, the children are the greatest gift, and it's like the education system in America is just setting them up for failure. Like they know nothing of like actual things to do. They can't balance a checkbook. They don't even know what like a check is a lot of the time. Like the kids don't believe they're going to be able to buy houses. Like the idea of renting is the only thing that like can happen unless you're lucky enough to have someone give you a house essentially, like, or have something passed down. Like I said, it's creating slave. Yeah, exactly. But that's just the thing is like they're ready for it because what is a school but like just getting a kid ready for an office job. Yo, hopefully I haven't answered Death Lord. What up? Womp, womp, womp.
My cousin Billy posted he's safe.
Oh, is he? Where was he?
He works in Qatar.
He works in Qatar at that base?
He can't say exactly where.
Fuck yeah, I'll come to a cookout. I'd come to any cookout I got invited to. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, that's crazy because Qatar got hit because there's a couple air bases over there, or like not drone bases, but satellite bases or radar systems. I think Qatar was one of the first places that got hit. That's wild. So it's like, it's crazy because that's like, this is actually like even intersecting with like people we know.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
That's the first person I thought of.
Yeah, that's wild.
He travels to the Middle East at least a few times a month.
Yeah, that's wild. While you said that's the one that's like worked in the Air Force or whatnot?
Yeah, now he's a consultant.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's wild. The only way I cure racism is by inviting everyone to cookout. Heck yeah, brother, I'd come to a cookout, no doubt. That is the only way to cure it. We all just gotta hang out with each other. Realize that no one's better than anybody. We're all people. We're all getting bought out by Israel.
It's like my mom saw my video yesterday of my goldfinches and my chickadee and my nuthatch all together, and she said we should all be like birds.
We should all be like birds, except for birds are kind of spooky. Like, I like birds, but they're a little bit spooky. Love each other and everyone. Yes, exactly. I think that golden rule that we all talk about, treat each other as you'd want to be treated, as silly as it is, like, nah, it's probably actually just the right rule. Like, you don't even gotta like everybody, you know what I mean? But, like, just be, like, fair. And like you said, just be honest. Like, that's been the thing, is, like, everyone just wants to lie. Like, what? Like you said, I don't even care if you say something I don't really like. The truth isn't about always being nice. It's, like, sometimes about just being honest. Like, that's kind of the goal, the point. I don't know. It'll all fix itself at some point, some way. Like, everything always seems to find a balance, but it seems to be unfortunate we make things swing in either direction sometimes to try to find something. And we keep causing swings back. Do you want to? Yeah, exactly. I had heard this theory that it was like, after life, you have to experience everything that you do to someone through their, like, perspective. So, like, be careful what you do to people, because you might have to live that same experience from their side. You know? And it's like, I don't know if that's what happens after life, but it's like, it could be. So I'm not gonna act like, I'm just not intentionally gonna do something that I don't want to, like, live through, essentially, or couldn't handle myself. You know? There's no point. It's like, people are losing people every day. Like, we never know what anyone's going through. Like, there are people that are gonna be hurt all the time, and you just gotta treat people with kindness. But who knows? Above my pay grade.
Look at this cat.
What cat? Is it Ouija or Moxie? No, it's Moxie. I feel like I was an INFJ too. I took that test. It's one of the rare ones, isn't it? Like not the personality types or whatnot.
That's what I am too.
Yeah. Someone made me take one of those tests a while ago. It was a while ago. You got a cat named Moxie? No, his name is Luigi, like Luigi Mangione, because he's a Maine Coon cat. But I just call him Ouija. Yeah, he's just a little Maine Coon cat that we named Luigi. I have used a Ouija board before, though, and it was a crazy experience. It, like, blew up it made my lava lamp in my college dorm room blow up. It was a wild experience. So I got it out of my room and gave it back to the person. Ouija Mac, a Raptoper, aren't those catches? He can get big, but he's, like, got stubby little legs, so he's, like, part dwarf cat looking. But his paws are huge. But they can get really big. Do you know who A$AP Rock is? Not A$AP Rocky, but A$AP Rock. AESOP Rock.
Stop wiggling.
You should check him out too. He's also a dope rapper. It's kind of like a Brooklyn-like style. But he's good. He's really good. He's probably my favorite rapper. He's very lyrically, he's really good. I think that he has a song called None Shall Pass, where he uses more unique words in 2.5 minutes than Bob Dylan did in, like, Changing of the Guard, maybe? I'm not sure. There's a song. But what else do you like for rap? Do you like Run the Jewels? Are you like older rap, Gangstar style? Devilish Trio type. I like it's like that Memphis type of like rap. I like a lot of like Immortal Technique, I guess. Like some of that is kind of demonic, I guess, but only like probably Dance with the Devil. A lot of the rest of that's like real political. Memphis Funk. Yeah, heck yeah, dude. So like old 3-6 Mafia and stuff. Yeah, isn't there I'm trying to think of who it was. There's another guy from there that I can't think of. He died a while back. I like Pooh Shiesty and stuff quite a bit. Pooh Shiesty's pretty good. I don't know if that's like the same. I think that's a little bit newer Memphis, but yeah. You're what, bro? You what? Pause. Holy moly, that window side is crazy. Yeah, because it keeps like puffing drafts through the house somehow. Holy. I might venture out to the workshop and see what's going on out there. I haven't been out there for a minute, but I don't know what to do out there. I'm a warrior of God, so I studied the mind. So like, how are you actually like religious? Like go to church a bunch religious, or are you just like horrorcore and such? Interesting. Is the like, would that be like stuff that would be like lead into like a satanic panic sort of like, not religious at all, no church. Okay, I was just curious. You're just a believer in like God or like an entity as the spirit of God. I have no idea. I support anybody who's a human though. It's a personal relationship. Hey man, that's all you need. I think that's actually what like God is supposed to be, is a personal relationship with him, not some wacky like Bible as a shield for any bit of something that you don't agree with. That's the type of like stuff that just bothers me. Like I could care less what anyone like believes. You were born in 86. That's the same year my girlfriend was born. Did you ever hear about the daycare that was supposedly had all those like teachers and stuff that were flying and shit that all the kids were ratting on, but it ended up just being a bunch of fake stuff? I would say that I'm agnostic more than I'm atheist. I have a belief that there's probably something after death, but I don't know exactly like what it is. I study history and English. Yeah, I'm into like cults and stuff like that. Yeah. I like to I'm a big people watcher, so just like the psychology of like cults or how people can like get stuck in those sorts of things. But I mean, I did CrossFit and UPS, which are both arguably like silly cults, but there's still like, there's a culture of a cult in those things. But yeah, that whole school thing is wild because it just goes to show that it's like even children can get sucked into like suggested things like that. But also like, I don't know if you've been knowing any of these like Tesseract schools or any of these things like that, like these the start of all the like, I'm a professional wrestler. Hey man, that's what you got to do. You sound like Alex Rosen. You should be out doing predator poaching. I mean, I would say that those children probably like told their truth, but the idea that like some of those professionals got like lost their careers probably because some kid said that they were flying witches is a little crazy. Kids be wildin', dude. But I do think kids can probably see things that we can't see. Jim Carrey. I like Jim Carrey a lot. Have you heard any of his like college commencement speeches or anything like that? I have not seen Jim Carrey's new look. Is he crazy looking? You want that? Does Jim Carrey look like a psychopath? I also like Rodney Dangerfield too. Good old Rodney. I'm at 1 minute. Let me look up Jim Carrey before I go too far. Jim Carrey. Come on, computer. Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald passed away, right? Like a while ago. Do you guys like Mitch Hedberg? Do you know who he was for a comedian? Mitch Hedberg, I think, would probably be my favorite, like, stand-up comedian. I haven't listened to much of Norm Macdonald's, like, actual stand-up, though. I just know he used to have that show where he'd get really high and have all those people on there. Botox or maybe clone. Jim Carrey. 2020. Jim Carrey, new face. Oh my God, that's one of the first thing that comes up. Oh my Lord. He kind of looks like Ellen DeGeneres now. What is going on? Is this... Okay, whatever. Oh my God. Bro, you study everything. Hi, how are you? Hey, Daryl, how's it going? Yeah, he just looks like... Yo, what up? You can ask me anything you want, whether I have an answer or not. I don't know if I can promise that. Yeah, that's actually crazy. He lifetime honor at France's 2026 Caesar Awards. Huh. That's crazy. Ask me anything you want, man. How was my friend Charles? 64 years old. Wow. He's old. No, I ignore most things and I'm just into all the cool stuff. Feel that, dude. I'm into cool shit too. It's like anything cool I can learn about, why not? Do you and your friend Theo, do you have a pair of boots at all? I mean, yeah, I got boots right here. Bean boots, baby. Boots. His voice also changed? What? I don't like that. Yeah, dude, he looks weird. He looks like the guy from fucking Pinocchio got to him and tried to turn him into a real boy. Waterproof. Waterproof and stinky. Oh. Dude, I hope I don't age like that. She does have boots, but I don't think she wants to go outside right now. She doesn't. I'm going to go outside here in a minute, though. I'm going to go to my art studio. I should actually probably put my boots on, though, because I'm wearing Crocs right now. Probably age rapidly from the rack of adrenochrome. Do you think that Jim Carrey's one of the satanic elite pedophiles, though? I don't know. I don't know if he is drinking adrenochrome. He might be. If you're telling me to make my boots smell less, I can't do it. But dang, I went to just put them on and whew, baby. That's worse than smelling salts, dude. Speaking of powerlifters need to take a hit off my boots before they lift. What do you want me to do for a favor with my boots? Let's see. Years ago on Conan, like Conan O'Brien or Conan Brother. Conan. Like Conan had like a talk show, right? Is Conan the one with the weird red hair? Okay. Who's the Scottish guy that had who was on Drew Carey, the Drew Carey show, and then he ended up having a talk show? Do you know who I mean? I think he's Scottish. He was like the boss. You'll never wear them united at all, untied at all. I never wear my boots untied. UPS would not let me do that. Yeah, the 7-foot redhead. Yikes, that sounds spooky. When you describe Conan like that, I never want to see Conan. That'd be horrifying. Craig Kilborn? Yes, okay. Yeah, because he was the... Is that the dude? He was in the Drew Carey show when Drew Carey had that, like, it was just like a sitcom with his secretary was Mimi. What, Kelly?
We have a new neighbor.
What? What is that? Oh my god, that's a cute little lamb. He actually looks kind of spooky right now, not gonna lie.
Well, she was a twin and the twin didn't make it.
Oh, that's too bad. I feel like Conan was the guy that made the joke about Drake suing him at the award show last year. Because he also called Drake a PDF file. Where's my child? Oh. Nice. Nice. I used to watch TV. Yeah, I don't watch any like television. I have YouTube Premium and that's about it, right? Meow. Hey, Finley. What up? What are you doing? Sit. Finley. Sit. Good boy. Oh, you didn't sit for very long, you turd. Hey, Juniper. Sit. Sit. Juniper. Sit. 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 Junie. Sit. You're not doing me very good here. Sit. Sit. You don't want to sit? You're just saying to hell with that. Good job, Finley. There's Luigi. And that's Moxie. Whoop. That's me. All right. I'm going over to the studio, Trey. You want to come out? Okay, I'll see you out there in a few minutes. Okay. Probably going to lose you guys for a minute while I run across my yard. Whoa, almost kicked a shovel. Whew. Maybe it'll work better this way. Holy, it is yucky out here. It is mud sea. Yeah, he's quite a bit younger than Moxie, but he's got short legs. Like, they're so stubby. Mind the mess. It's going to be a little bit messy in here. But this is my art studio space. Turn the heat on in this biznatch. I don't know why it's humming at me. That's not cool. Interesting. I'm going to turn my lights on here. Laser some shit. Brown, can you tuck that in your loops and tie that? I say they're good. I got a bum ankle anyway. I can't be running around with untied boots. That'd be craziness. I gotta pick up my air compressor though. That's fun. Let's see here. My laptop on. I gotta laser some shit. Let's see. Trying to cut stuff earlier to make stencils, but I don't know. I want to make some like signposts, like town posts that say like welcome to, and then you have the name of your town on them. So that'd be pretty fun. What else do we got over here? Holy moly, it is chilly in here. Oh, frick, dude. Dabs container. Please, can you tuck your bows by your... No, because then they're inside my thing and then they rub and they chafe. And if I get chafed feet, I'm going to be so grumpy. Holy moly, I'm going to turn this sucker up to 5, though. Let's use that propane, baby, before she gets too expensive. Anyone got any suggestions of things to laser engrave? I need designs. I need ideas. I need inspiration. Let's see here. What is something I have laser engraved? Ooh, I do gotta put a poster in here. 1 minute. Let me show you guys this. I did do this. I laser engraved this on a tile, though. Like a big ass ceramic tile. And then I was gonna try to go through and like paint over it kinda and then wash it away like a whitewash almost. So he will not trip like I did in the hospital with a broken femur. Jesus Christopher Christ, a broken femur? Yikes. I don't think you're anti-Semitic. I am not pro-Israel. Unless you're throwing up a straight swastika. None of that. Are you throwing up a picture of Ted Cruz getting eaten by a roast beef sandwich? Because I would like to see a sandwich come to life and eat Ted Cruz at this point. You tripped over your laces? Brother, my laces don't even reach down that far. I was riding my one wheel down the road and I was like, I've never gone as fast as this on my one wheel. Like this was like a PR. I was like 24 miles an hour. I was coming back from the grocery store. I had like a bag full of like snacks and I had a bag of, like not a bag, but like a fresh baked loaf of bread in a bag and I'm going and my one wheel like usually would give me like feedback. Like if you're gonna eat it, it'll like vibrate kinda. It did nothing. The fucking nose went whoop and I Superman through the air, hit the ground. My bag of bread flew out of the bag. Go-Gurts blew over everywhere. Like I had Go-Gurt on my foot. Like, so I had to pick all my shit up, stand in the middle of the road and like ride the one wheel back to my house, going like half the speed, obviously. Nice stove, thanks. Nothing in it right now. But I do use it to heat this place quite a bit. It's pretty nice. Especially when I have the like laser engraver going because I had to have the exhaust duct thing going out the window. So why isn't my laptop turned on? WTF, mate. Oh. One more cord to plug in. But yeah, when I bought this house, this like art studio was in it and it came with like this fucking painting in it. It had this, which like is a big ass flamingo painting that I want to do something with. And then like up here is like a, it's like another little spot my son was doing some shit in. One of my friends from UPS lived here in the winter over on that side. So he didn't have to drive like an hour back to his house every night during peak and shit. But yeah, dude, this place is pretty sick. There was like this old Native American guy that lived here before me that just did like a bunch of art and had a bunch of shit. There was a bunch of bluebirds in the wood stove though when I first went to put a fire in it. So it was a little bit spooky. They were like perfectly fucking preserved. And I was like, oh Lord. Yeah, man, I'm sorry you're in the hospital. That sucks. I was in the hospital like 3 times this year. Once with like this fucking giant abscess in my jaw. I had cellulitis. So I like was on this blood poisoning protocol and shit. I had to take a bunch of antibiotics. And then it was just really, really fun. Yeah, dude, it is really cool. Like I've always wanted a space to be able to like make things or have my own workshop. And I don't know, I'd like to start my own business at some point, selling things or making things. So it's a good spot. Thank you. I also love my beard because no one wants to see a 12-year-old bring them a package. UPS, we never used to be able to have beards. Like, this was like a new thing during COVID. So I used to just have this porn star mustache. That was it. And I would wear like the short UPS shorts. I looked like the guy from Reno 911. I will never wear my boots untied, brother. Trust me. I have 2 bum ankles. Like, I broke my right ankle twice. I ain't doing that. I had some old lady call me a snack one time, though, when I was just wearing those short shorts and had my mustache. It was a very awkward moment in my life. It's always the old ladies that have some wacky thing to say to me. And I'm like, bro, please don't. I was like, I don't even know what that means. Yeah, dude, good luck too. If, like, depending on how old your daughter is, like the one time I shaved my beard when I first shaved my beard, because like you said, I started at UPS. I looked like this. I had dreadlocks and a beard, and I had to cut it off when I went at UPS because they're fucking like cult like BS. I don't have an ankle brace. I don't like ankle braces either, unfortunately. Like, I don't know. I just try to be very careful. My hair's longer than, yeah. That's the thing is my son keeps growing his hair out too, and his mom will like make him cut his hair every once in a while, and she cuts it to like this awkward fucking length. Yeah, I am hairy, brother. I've had a full chest of hair since like 8th grade, 7th, 8th grade. Like junior high soccer practice, I was the only kid with like chest hair. But I still sound like a fucking teenage girl, and I'm 5'6", so I don't know what the fuck's up with that. Life, I guess. No. You gotta pay for the Fansly for that, brother. Or sister. Or fister. Let's see here. What am I gonna make? What am I gonna make? I can cut through some paper. That's easy enough. If I was to stencil, I wouldn't have to mirror it, right? If I was just gonna paint over the top of it. I don't think so. Love. LOL. EDP445. What up, brother? We had Big Jeffrey Epstein in here earlier too, dude. Must just be a fucking moment. Yikes. How goes that? No cupcakes, buddy? Shit. Let's see here. I gotta put some fucking paper in there. Let's see. Put that in the fucking stove. Oh, wait a minute. Just in case fucking Pokemon comes after me, but I 3D printed this cute little fucking planter. He's so cute. Let's see here. You like my boots? Sick. You can go on LL Bean and order a set. Made in Maine, baby. Just like your boy. Let's see here. Fucking paper. Get that out of there. Let's see. Put this here. Go like that. And then I need... Let's see here. Fucking do. Oh, so what else is everybody up to anyway? How's everyone's day been? It's fucking 3:30 here on a Saturday, and I feel like I have done diddly shit. I gotta find something to plug my phone into. Don't know. Let's see here. ChatGPT. Generating. Oh, I gotta go to a new chat. Oh, fucking Christ. Do. Let's see. New chat. Generating a stencil for a town stencil. Holy moly. I would love to keep my head bald and grow. Have you ever been bald? Like, have you just shaved it and gone for it? Like, because it's just like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I could like shave my head. Yeah, probably. My fucking dad's a hairy sucker too, though. I just want to like be able to like, I don't know. Everyone tells me to cut my hair. If I can make it through the summer, that's probably better than touching silver and it not burning me. I don't know. I've never actually touched pure silver. Who knows? Maybe it would burn me. I'm just glad that like my beard is nice like this way. Like it doesn't go up this high. Like it keeps pretty good shape for the most part. Like I don't have to do too much for it. A lot of my friends have beards that like, no, my chest hair is not this weird red fucking Guy Fawkes shape. I don't know what that's all about. I actually shave all the rest of my body. I am completely hairless from here. I gotta find what I want to see here. Mean line signs. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even. I have every color in my beard. Yeah, see, like I got some gray in here too. Like, look at how white this fucking hair is, brother. What the fuck? It's even in my eyebrow, I should say, sorry. Let me not get out of the way here. But yeah, no, that sucker's white. These suckers are red, like, who knows? I wish my fucking dreadlock would stay in here a little bit better. I don't know. I didn't even have them long last time, so we'll see how it goes. I feel like there's probably some German in my family. Like my last name is Brown, so it's probably like from somewhere over there. I don't know. I don't drink either, so I don't know how I react to drinking. If that's like a way that you can measure whatever the fucking would be there, you know? Hey, don't you know? Horse European, don't you know? Just came down from the fucking Scotland. Let's see here. Fucking, am I gonna be able to keep my phone somewhere while it's plugged in? Yeah, cool. There's a fucking coat in my way though. I got this coat for $5. I'm gonna try to laser on it and sell it. It was like a $20 coat or some shit. Fucking Martin's, not Martin's, Walmart. Shit, where can I hang that sucker though? There, right there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, well at least you're not just calling me Unc, dude. I got so many people calling me Unc lately. It's like, oh, please don't call me Unc. Let's see here. This is what I want to try to make, something like this. I think this would be cool. I gotta figure out how to get an image of that though. Put that shit into something and make my own stencil here. Let's see here. Oh shit, sorry. Sorry. Anyone else got any suggestions for stencils I could put on something? I want to paint some stuff. I got some cool things I could do, but I don't know what to do. Do you get sweaty? Oh, bro, I get so sweaty. Sweaty than a motherfucker. Let's see here. I'm actually like so ADHD that my body's always fucking humming on like 10. So I'm sure I'm just like constantly like at a hot temperature. I wish it would quit going fucking Etsy. If I didn't get sweaty, I'd be like fucking Prince Andrew. Fuck that. I ain't got no weird thing. I ain't got nothing weird going on. Let's see, for fudge sakes. Save image as. Let's see here. Home, desktop, all files, .jpg. No, I don't have that. I told you I'm smooth as a baby's foot. This isn't a Little John song, brother. Let's see here. Can Claude make pictures? Or no? I do not know. Find my Fansly and you'll find out. Let's see here. Let's see. Something went wrong. Choose another account. What do you mean? You gotta find it. What is going on here? What the heck is going on here? That's cool. I love that. There we go. Holy moly, that was a struggle and a half. Jeez. Stop. Add a file, upload a file, do this. Using these signs as a... Hello, hello, how goes this? Using these signs as... Yo, what up, UK vibes? How goes it? How's your day? Cool. Are you working on some stuff to laser to make some signs for house decor, I guess? I don't know. Trying to not blow away. It's wicked fucking windy outside. Oh, shit. I am into fitness. I hope this isn't a joke. Okay, cool. Nice. That worked. Okay. Now remove the background image and in its place use a plain black background. Fitness what? Fitting this whole donut in my mouth? I wish I had a donut. Okay. Give me the same sign from a point of view that would give it a straight
Trapmore gang, the unthinkable has happened. The US has bombed Iran. It looks like Iran are bombing a whole bunch of countries. It is absolutely out of control, and a lot of people think that this is now the beginning of World War III. I never thought I'd see the day that bombs, rockets, drones were being detonated in Dubai, of all places, supposed to be a safe tourist destination at least. We're seeing things that we never thought could be possible. The US, and now also Israel, yep, I don't even like talking about those guys, but it's a mess. It's chaos, okay? I've got all of the links, all of the bombs, all of the attacks in one big document for you here. I'm going to break down to you everything that's happened. And to kick things off, let's just have a little bit of backstory just from CNN to just prime you and give you an understanding of exactly what's going down. And we're going to understand basically that this is the United States and Israel launching a massive coordinated preemptive strike that is specifically targeting Iran, or they can even cause any problems for the US, and there's retaliations now happening all over the world. So let's see what's being said about this.
Rocked multiple cities across Iran, including its capital, Tehran. Videos from Tehran
Holy, my
show
beard
smoke
hair is fucking longer than my hair.
billowing over the
Jesus
city.
Christopher.
Now we're getting reports of
Holy
explosions
moly,
in
look how
the
long
Gulf
that beard hair
countries
is.
hosting U.S. military bases.
Yikes.
Live look now at Abu Dhabi, where explosions were reported, in addition to Bahrain. And
I should
Qatar.
braid this sucker. How do you braid beards?
In Bahrain, officials say a
I gotta get some rubber bands or something, dude. I look like Duck Dynasty, but less ducks and less dynasty.
Barely a day after the latest round of indirect nuclear talks between Iran and the U.S. And sources tell CNN the U.S. military is planning for these attacks to last for days. Israel said the same, and both President Donald Trump and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are now calling for regime change.
To the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your
Bombs
government.
will
It will be
take
yours
over
to
your
take.
government.
This
Take it
will be
over.
probably your only chance.
Take over
for
what, buddy?
generations.
Rubble? What are you
Iran
doing?
media reported just hours ago that Iran already launched dozens of ballistic missiles at Israel. And Qatari officials say that Qatar already intercepted 2 Iranian missiles, indicating Iran is carrying out that plan to retaliate. Now,
So the US and Israel are basically attacking Iran.
Image cropping.
Trump is actually out there saying, this is your only opportunity for regime change. We're going to destroy your government, and the people of Iran need to now then take over. This is your only chance for generations. Now, look, there's a lot going on with this, and it's very, very complicated, okay? So I feel like this is kind of Trump's full 8-minute statement. I'm tempted to sit and watch this whole thing, but I'd be curious to see what people are reacting. This is on r/war. This is Trump explaining how the U.S. military begun a major combat operation in Iran. And if you've been following the story for a while, you'll know that there's been protests in Iran. A lot of people have been very oppressed. There have been protesters killed. There's a lot of it, unfortunately, is young women. A lot of women are being oppressed in Iran. They're really dictating a very oppressive regime. I don't want to say the wrong thing, okay? I don't want to say too much, but basically, it's a very, very tough time to be a liberated woman in Iran, and this might be the only opportunity for Iran to start again. So people saying, there we go, folks, war, give back that FIFA prize. People saying exactly as predicted. Wait until the markets close, then jump into another war. I was thinking this morning, it's funny, what's the market saying? Oh, they're closed. F the Iranian regime, but they're also a country that has a legitimate military force. Hopefully it's quick and not met with endless retaliations. Now, I'm going to say something controversial here. I know everybody loves to hate Trump and hate on Trump. And sometimes it's like, look, you don't have to like the guy, but sometimes he does do things that, might be for the greater good. What was going on in Iran is pretty messed up. Because he was giving Iran 10 days to make a deal. I knew he was going to strike them on the weekend instead, because people think that they're next level smart. President of peace. But this is the thing, it's like, it's all well and good, people want to hate on Trump and take a pop at Trump and say, oh, he's starting another war, he said there were no wars. That is, to be fair, he did say there would be no more wars. But what has been going on in Iran is pretty despicable. We can't let Iran get nuclear weapons. They're murdering protesters, they're murdering young women who just want their freedom and just don't want to be oppressed. And it probably does need to be a different regime, probably does need to be an opportunity for the people and the men and women of Iran to have something different and to have control of their own destiny. But it is definitely another war that I would say a lot of people would say we could do without. Now, what I think I might do is full speech later on in this video, but for now, I actually just want to show you some of the actual attacks that are taking place. Now, what's really interesting, I don't have any footage of this, but one of the big things that's going on is people are saying that they actually attacked the leader of Iran, his compound. There is rumors that he might already be dead. Some people are saying that he might already be dead. This is breaking. The residence of Iranian leader Khomeini, Ayatollah Khomeini, has been attacked. People are saying highly doubt that he was home. Let's be real here, Trump probably told him to leave his false flag attacks to make him look big and strong. I don't believe that, to be honest. If he was in there, he's a dumbass. Not a chance he was there. He's probably already in Putin's compound. It's the one country safe from Trump. I will say one thing about these leaders of these countries that like to attack America and then play the martyr. I do think a lot of these guys, they really just seem to absolutely just love attacking America, getting their shit pushed in, and fleeing the country while all of the people they leave behind get murdered. That's what they love. They love that. They love to chill in Qatar and wave around the flags and say how hard done by they are. We see this sort of thing in Syria. We see it in other places. It is very, very interesting. I think that, if the Iranian leader has already been taken out, that would be, that wouldn't bode well for the current regime. And Trump has made it very clear that he wants a regime change. Now, News coverage have been revealing the devastating extent of the initial joint US and Israeli operation, and let's be real, the US is, possibly the most proficient
Well,
military.
I'm gonna call her good there
ever,
for a bit.
So you know that they're
It's
gonna
been
be
real.
fucking
It's been fun. Been real fun. Appreciate you all. Have a good day.